Well, hey everybody! It's Thursday, April 10th, 2025, and time for Marvel Legendary Randomizer number 100 and what is it, 49, 59? I forget what it was. It was something like that. It was 159. We're getting close to 200, and you guys know what that means. We're gonna have another Ultimate Randomizer, but it'll be a little bit of time until we get there. I think it's gonna be game number 200 instead of stream. I forget what I'm doing, but I'll look into it. It's gonna be fun when we get there. Hello everybody, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today before we even get to our randomizer stream. I'm so happy to see all of you. First things first, as some of you in the chat are talking about, yes, it is almost tournament time. I should start saying the blank biannual. I forget how many we've done, but the 2025 spring tournament is coming up starting next week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, head over to tournament.bageltopgames.com to find all the info. In fact, I can put it in chat right now. Let me check on how many people have signed up. I think we're at a record. We're at a record number of signups. Let's see. Yep, we're at 143 entrants, which is wild. If we can get to 150, that'll bust the record open even more. But 143, and that's entrants, so counting teams is going to be even more than that. We're going to have at least 14 pods per week with 143, which is going to be wild. It's a lot of setups. That's a lot of legendary. We're going to have a good time. If you would like to sign up for this awesome event, you have until Monday, this coming Monday, to do so. I might be able to squeeze you in after Monday to the event, but I can't guarantee it because I will start to build pods at that point. So if you would like to sign up for the Spring 2025 Bagel Top Games Legendary Tournament with 143 plus more players in the Legendary community, sign up by Monday. Go to the link there, tournament.bageltopgames.com, as soon as you can and get signed up. It is going to be a fun time. On Monday, I will close those registrations, but I will also share in the Discord the full ownership list of just percentages of what percentage of people who signed up own what set, so you can kind of get a feel for what you might see during the event. Okay, if there's any questions about the tournament, please don't hesitate to ask me as that comes up. Second, I want to give another special thank you to all members at coffee.bageltopgames.com. I wanted to show off real quick all the member cards I'm going to be using in my games, just because I have them all in one place right now. If you want to become a member and get a card in my games that I feature on my streams, or get early access to the restreams and other things, you can. Just want to put these out here. Here's all my starters from my officers and above, or heroes and above level. Then we got some other cards with some names you might recognize. Here's all my sidekicks right there, just so you can see them in all in one place, and all the cards that people have put in. And then here's some bystanders and wounds. Thank you to everybody who's been a supporter. These cards will show up during the games at some point if I pull them from the deck. This is every single member card I've got right now. So if you want to be in my game, this is the way to do it. It supports me, and it gets you a part of the game too. You can become a standard wound, officer, bystander, sidekick, starter card, all that good stuff. All right. But those aren't the only cards I have to show off today. Real quick, you guys, I want to get your opinion on this expansion. Marvel Legendary Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think it's awesome. It has some really, really fun stuff. When we're done rating all the heroes, I wouldn't be surprised if this is in the top half at least, definitely. But even better, I think it'll be even higher up. I think it's a great set. If you are averse to getting... Yeah, there's the first look at yours, Broken Pants. I finally got it ready. There it is. Broken Pants. Perfect mood name. That's appropriate. If you don't have this set, I highly recommend you pick it up. It's got a ton of fun things and a ton of interesting mechanics. Heist is a lot of fun. The transform is back in the form of Masterminds. You got extra henchmen in this set. It's great. So I do know that, for some reason, certain actors' likenesses are not in the set. I believe that's partially because for whatever rule they have for their likenesses, like Hank Pym isn't in it, Lewis isn't in it, etc. But I know some of you guys don't like the photographic stills. I don't think that should necessarily stop you. I still want everybody... I like the ambush schemes. I like that they were at least tried as a new thing. I recommend you pick this up. And to maybe entice you to do so, and support the game, even with photographic sets you might not like, actually, Snatchcat's been doing a lot of the work. Snatchcat has completed, finally, his reskins for the Ant-Man and the Wasp set. I helped where I could in going over the cards and suggesting some art and things like that. But I wanted to show off, I finally have my cards ready. I have all my cards replaced with the reskins. I do have the original set, and I highly recommend you get the original set and put the reskins over them if you can. But I wanted to show those off because Snatchcat did a lot of great work. So here is Ant-Man set. Going with the more, the Scott Lang Ant-Man set, because that's Scott Lang. Got tiny little wrist there and Giant Man on top. Here's Wasp featuring Nadia Van Dyne instead of Hope, because Hope's not in the comics. But hi. And these look great. By the way, I'm going to push this link. If you want to check out those reskins and get them for yourself, you can go there. I'll be using these in my games going forward, just like with the rest of them. I think he did an excellent job with Ant Army, because some of the photos on Ant Army are a bit rough in my opinion, but I think they look awesome. So there's Ant Army. I wanted to show all these off. The rare is very, very cool. Huge upgrade. Then for Janet Van Dyne, with this art from the Microverse, aka the Quantum Realm. For Janet's cards, I have one of her cards I have to replace. Then we got Cassie Lang over here. I think she looks great, representing all her abilities. And there's her rare. And then we got more classic art for Scott Lang, which I definitely appreciate. I wanted to show those off real quick. Again, check that link if you want to look at all of those. And there's not too many left. And there's Scott Lang. What else do we have? We have the Freedom Fighters. Some of this art came from, and one of the reasons why it took so long is we were kind of waiting for the Quantumania art book to come out, and the art book was delayed in production for a very long time, and then it finally came out, so we were able to use some of that for this card art. So a good chunk of this for certain groups came from the Quantumania art book. I think these look great. There's the Steel Warrior, Zolom is there, Veb as well, there's Quaz and Freedom Forever. These all look so good. I can't wait to mix them in with the rest. Here's Gentora's hero set, as a character who a lot of people don't even know. I didn't know her before the movie. And there you go. What else is there? It had a lot, so the art book really, really helped with that. I think that's all the heroes. So what else do we have? Here are the Henchmen. Here's the Quantum Hound. Some of this used concept art from the art books that I thought was great. Here's the Quantum Knots. And here's the tardigrade, and we worked together on this because I really wanted the tardigrade. This is a reassembled art from a Captain Marvel comic, I believe, and we really wanted tardigrade to have different backgrounds to represent the classes, like the Ultron Sentries. So that's the and Predator X. So that's the case. This tardigrade has backgrounds representing the class, so it's easier to look at a glance. These are extra sleeves. I don't know why those are there. And then we got Kang's Tactics. Where does Mastermind card go? It's hiding here somewhere. And then, for example, transforming Mastermind's Darren Cross and Yellow Jacket there. And then Ghost. I really like how Ghost goes intangible with the other concept art on the back. Okay, there's Kang Quantum Conqueror and Kang Multiverse Conqueror down there. What else? I think the villain groups are the hardest to put together, but there's Cross's Security. Here's Cross Technologies all there. I think representing the characters well. Here's the Ghost Chasers. It's not, yes, there's MODOK. And, we're on to the Armada of Kang already. I must have mixed these up a little bit. That's okay. Armada, there we go. And here's the rest. I'm almost done with these, I promise. Where's the rest of Cross Technologies? Here they are. Because I don't know, these could be randomized today. I gotta make sure they're ready. The Yellow Jacket prototype, I think, came out really well. Lord Kryler's Appetizer from the Quantum Realm. The Quantum Realm, I think, was one of the harder ones to put together. 2, 3, 4. Sky Manta, Quantum Amoeba, Mater D, Quantum Mania, and Sky Manta. Oh, that's the original Sky Manta. I almost got those out of the way. Okay. Oh, and there's the Hydra Arms dealer right there. Going in this pile. Don't worry, I'll get this all together. Oh, and then we got the rest of it. So here's the 4 schemes. The 4 schemes all got comic replacement art. And here's the bystanders: Agent Jimmy Woo, Maggie Lang, Officer Jim Paxton, young Cassie Lang right there. So that's the whole set. I think Snatchcat did a great job, and those are going to be used in my randomizers going forward and on all my streams. Yeah, so what Snatchcat did is, because we're having a hard time finding replacement art before the art book for the Freedom Fighters, he made the Micronauts as a replacement group. So if you don't want to use the Freedom Fighters reskins, you can use the Micronauts. And I think there's one of the schemes, or the ambush schemes, use the microverse instead of quantum realm as an option in case you want to use that. But that's that whole thing. So those are all getting shuffled in, and we're going to check that out when I randomize them. I'm hoping I get to play with them soon because I really do enjoy this set. So if you do want to check that out, go over there and look at that. And I think that's all the stuff I got to yap on about. I think it's time to actually check out how this last week's setup did as I put all my things away. This is the setup last week. It was Strife's X-Men Danger Room Goes Berserk. Not necessarily a tough Mastermind, but the scheme was very, very tough. So I want to know from you guys how you think you all did. Has anyone reskinned the all generic art scheme? Some people have started that project. I don't think anybody has completed it, but you can find it out there as I get everything put away and shuffled up. Okay, how do you think it went this week? This scheme is tough. I had a hard time against this scheme. I know some of you guys had a hard time against this scheme, but was Strife easy enough for you to get past that? I want to know what you think, and then I will show you the results in just a moment. I do like the tardigrade henchmen a lot. I hope I get to use them more. Okay. No guesses? All right, let me go ahead and pop that up and show you how this week did, and then we'll get into our new game. Here it is. Here we go. So, didn't do well. Scheme yeah, it was the scheme slows you down a lot. However, 82% of you guys won, making it an easy setup, believe it or not. Technically, easy to win, not necessarily easy to play. And then it turned out to be a great setup. So if you want an easy, great setup, this is one for you. So now we're going to go ahead and check out the scores for this week. We had 34 people play this week, which is awesome. I'm really happy to see that kind of attendance. So we're going to keep going. So, kind of down there at 11th place for setup B. Fun level of 3. 10th place goes to Caprivi with 9.5 total rank points. And I don't want to edit things. Okay. 9th place goes to KB Driven with 14.5 total rank points. Legion seems to be a more frustrating than useful hero. Never seems to work out for me. Even when I get his rare, died to the trap turning into Scheme 5. Yeah, so some losses for setup B. That's rough. Same thing for Gamerzilla 616 with a fun level of 4, 19.5 total rank points. The pay 2 to return the twist to the stack killed me for most of the game. It does slow you down. 7th place is Paul Sauls. I'm seeing a lot of new names here, so happy to see the new names. 24 total rank points. Kept spending the 2 stars to put the twist back into the villain deck. That was good for our first game. Thanks for having me. You're welcome. 5th place is a tie between 5s at 5th and Ebernicus at 5th with 28 total rank points each. Ebernicus got a shake my head, got a strength-based rogue deck on one side, which racked up high numbers more than once. We got some wins here. 4th place is Mike H. Legendary with 29.5 total rank points. Left-hand side, try to WNC. Who was in the setup? I don't remember. Plus Ghost Rider deck, while the right-hand side had Rogue, Emma, and Strength Hero class Ghost Rider. Wolverine and Colossus, that's right. I didn't recognize it because it wasn't Colossus and Wolverine. Only one Legion showed up the entire game. Left-hand side had to use Blazing Hellfire on 5 occasions. Hit the Mastermind, managed the city, and lost out on victory points. I'm so sorry, but that is the way the victory pile crumbles sometimes. 3rd place goes to Pragmatic Squid with 31 total rank points. Master Strikes came early, but was able to counter with a thin deck and Emma and Rogue's rares. They're both great. 2nd place is Red John with 34.5 total rank points. HQ turned into 4 Hell on Wheels. That's rough. You really didn't know what SMH means. All right, you're what is the XKCD comic? You're one of today's lucky 10,000 learning something new like that. So I wouldn't SMH at you because I'm just happy you've learned it now. Yeah, well done coming in 8th for your first league game. Not bad. And 1st place goes to Kyle and Ollie, who weren't sure they would get 1st place, but look at them. That's exactly what they did. 37 total rank points. Berserk worked well for Ollie. Kyle went with Emma and Legion and was able to pierce a few things. Solid game. All right, let's go to setup A. A lot of you played setup A. So we're going to go down to the, just up to the below the top 10. Here we go. Look at all those names. Look at my name right down there at 21st place. I didn't do so well, but it was a very fun game for me. But relatively high fun levels for this low in the ranking. So who else said some cool things? Read all the comments. They're all great, especially if you played this. Mr. 10 said, not my favorite scheme, but luckily I was never under much pressure. One side was Kurth and Korg, and the other side was the rest of the colors. Emma and Crystal played very well together. I guess you were. You were the only one who didn't win the game for setup A, but you were first place in not winning the game, so congratulations on that. Ibernicus, not an easy scheme, kind of rush strife over escapes, unless they could have become masterminds otherwise. Korg Kurth proved to be a decent strength synergy deck, while the other side mostly ended up recruiting sentry cards. Yeah, I didn't combine Korg and Kurth really to their full effectiveness, and I kind of want to do that. All right. 10th place goes to Ashy with 54.5 total rank points. Tricky is to let the toxins go into the third one. I can never bring myself to do that. 9th place goes to Fives with 56.5 total rank points. Had a 5 out of 5 fun level. 8th place was to Mike H. Legendary, 58.5, who had a strategy going in to let the first 3 schemes become neurotoxins. Oh, I've heard that before. So as not to speed up the rest of the villain deck. Maybe I should have done that. Fortunately, I didn't see my 4th scheme until turn 26 when I knew the match was essentially in the bag. Sentry and Korg Strength Hero class transforms worked well on one side, while Kurth led the charge on the other side. 7th place goes to Avatar Rich with 59 total rank points. Traded 2 twists for Kurth's and Sentinel's rares. Smooth sailing from there. 6th place goes to Off the Cuff with 59.5 total rank points. 4th place is a tie between Mystic Ruby and Savage Teddy Bear for 61 total rank points together, and 4 out of 4 fun level for both of them. A tie for 2nd place between Red John and Kyla. Red John says, Sentry worked? Kyla, I didn't see a comment from you. How uncharacteristic. But 62.5 total rank points there, and they tied in points per turn, and they tied in escape villains, and they tied in turns. It was a perfect tie. The only thing different there was the difference in VP between players and the fun level. An exact, almost identical game, but Kylan only had half the fun of Red John. Very interesting. Who's first place then for setup A this week? It is Pokeloli with 70 total rank points, 5th in turns, yet still a first place finish. Just goes to show, don't give up even if you feel like you're taking too long. Getting Cursed Rare early gave me some big values. There you go. Well done. Well done. All right, that was Strife setup. Now, as I desperately shuffling my officer decks and my bystanders and stuff, now it's time to shout out who you want to show up today, because you might make it happen. You might be the person who finally gets Gambit in the Randomizer League. You might be the person that gets me to fight Onslaught and make everybody else fight Onslaught. You might be the person that gets me to play She-Hulk, which is a great hero set, and that would make me very happy. You might bring in some Ant-Man stuff, so I have to fish it out of the stacks I have to the side. Who knows? Anything could happen. All right, getting my bystander shuffled up with all the member ones in there. Would love to see Ego. That would eliminate some schemes, but that's okay with me. Bringing in Wasp MCU, I'd love to give the new reskins a spin. Would be fun. These cards brought in some dust, but that's okay. Red Guardian would be cool. Lady Thor. I just want to see some really solid, surprising synergy that I did not see before in the hero deck. That would be a good time for me. All right. Let me get this ready and start the predictions real quick. By the way, huge feature update. Couldn't be bigger. It's not huge. Don't worry. I moved the predictions over here to the left. Look over there, because that way it's not in front of the setup. I should have done that like months ago, but I didn't. But now I did, so enjoy. No, Maria doesn't feel like doing anything. She's not showing up today. I really shouldn't have said that. I know, right? The big changes we have around here. All right, I'm going to randomize, and I'm going to press the button, and I'm going to have to play whatever comes up, because that's what I've been doing for the last 158 streams, and you know the drill by now. All caps Carnage. All right, that'll summon him, and I don't think you'll be happy that you came at your beck and call, because what he does when he arrives is not anything I can control. All right, here we go. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you kidding me? I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything. I really shouldn't have said. I called it out. I said Onslaught, and now he's here. And it's epic Onslaught. But at least we have Nightcrawler and Red Guardian who counter his hand size really, really well. This is a really good hero deck. Hold on. I got Nightcrawler and I have Red Guardian. So I can unleash at the right time. I can teleport. I have Blood Frenzy. Even though Dark Descendants aren't going to help with that. Scarlet Spider can do some cool things. This is going to be very interesting, actually. All right, get those predictions in based on this epic on. I just fought epic Dark Phoenix. Now I gotta fight epic Onslaught. I guess somebody had to do it. All right, let me go get those cards. Here we go. Oh, too bad you don't have the scheme. There's a lot of synergy in the hero deck. It's scarily good. Thank goodness. All right. All right, there he is. I gotta switch to the. I gotta get the horrors. I gotta do everything. And then we got the. This scheme is also interesting. Gotta crack open the scheme binder. And turn to you. It's Western and Eastern state victories, if I recall correctly. QRSTU. I know my alphabet. Alright, there we go. Annihilation Wave and Dark Descendant. Annihilation Wave is going to be interesting with this scheme, too. If nothing else, it'll be an interesting setup. And the Giants. Okay, tell me, is it Jotunheim or Jotunheim? Let me know in the chat what I should say for the rest of this stream. I can never get that straight. Okay, Emma is back. Emma Frost keeps showing up and Gambit's nowhere to be seen. Nightcrawler. Love Nightcrawler. Alright, Jotunheim it is. That's what I'm going to say. Oh, I am building the most covert deck. You don't even know. Some great heroes here. Like Mjolnir. Oh, is her Marvel rival character coming up? That makes sense. How long until we don't have to see Emma anymore? Good question. I can actually check right now. Emma Frost has made 5 appearances, so this is her 6th. So 4 more times after that. I don't think anybody else is close to being eliminated. All right, let me do a shuffle and give a couple of thank yous to those who subbed while I was blabbering on. So let's see. Flip Flop Maniac, thank you for the Prime sub. 19 months, almost tourney time. I appreciate that. Montax, thank you for 41 months of subs. Very kind of you and for being a member. And Dre 2.0, thank you for also 40 months of subs. Gotta get my fix. Well, I'm glad I got you hooked finally after 40 months. Welcome back and thank you so much. Once again, I appreciate you all. All right, she was in Fortnite. She's everywhere. Is she going to be in the MCU again? We did get a hint that a bunch of X-Men are returning. Who played her in X-Men? January Jones, right? Could she come back? But that was not the original crew. So there was no Emma Frost in that original crew. I don't know. But yeah, this hero deck has a lot going for me, but boy does the Mastermind have a lot going against me. Alright. Who would you... Okay. Modern MCU Emma Frost. For a movie coming out next year, who would you cast? If she is in the movie. I gotta get the horrors ready. I will need those. Yeah, I got my horrors off to the side. Yeah, who would you cast as Emma Frost? Let's hear some creative things. Emma Watson, just because of Emma? I don't think that's a match at all. They were talking about her on the latest Draw Feast, and her thighs like 2/3. I think the character, right? Didn't the character, like in the comics specifically, she got a ton of plastic surgery because of the trauma she dealt with? I seem to recall that being a thing, which makes her character a bit more interesting. Yeah. So, you know, an actor that would look like that would make sense. Oh, I found my extra twist. My extra Scarlet Witch scheme twist. Where did I find it? It was in a Henchmen group. I forget which one, but It was in the tardigrades, I think, actually. We got 2 bystanders. And now I can leave the predictions open a little longer because you can, or not open, just up for a little longer. There's a moment where someone punches her in the nose and she says, yeah, I remember that. Because it costs something. All right, so it looks like 5 of you say win and 10 of you say lose. I don't know. Even though we're facing Epic Onslaught, I think I have a shot just because of the hero deck, but I could be way overvaluing the situation here. Or underappreciating the threat. Let's do our overview. I gotta switch the Mastermind over to the Epic side. And let you know why everybody hates fighting Onslaught. I think Onslaught is the #1 least fun Mastermind as rated by you all. So let's check that out. Alright, so our Mastermind today, of course, I just said it, is Epic Onslaught. There he is. Each player's hand size is 1 less. So if nothing else, it's going to be a challenge for me to remember to only draw 5 cards. I do have Wave to speed things up, thank goodness. Alright, so I probably during the stream will draw 6 cards because that's just habit and muscle memory. Please call me out if I do, because I need to be put in my place there, but I'll try to remember. I really hope I do. I would love to pull out Onslaught out of the pool, especially on this Epic side. Okay, his Master Strike is KO all heroes dominated by Onslaught. Then each player reveals their hand and chooses 2 of their non-gray heroes. This is why it's a bit dangerous to teleport Nightcrawler. Onslaught dominates those heroes, then play a random horror. But Red Guardian, he can't get Red Guardian if he's undercover. That's important. Oh, so we'll see if Red Guardian can be my savior here. Alright, predictions, we've seen it. We know. We know the deal. We know what's going on. And the scheme is United States split by Civil War. 10 twists in this one. Let me just double check. I put 10 twists in. I think I did. 1. Yeah. I feel I 50% think I did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I only put 8 twists. I'm glad I checked. Something felt wrong to me. I need to put all 10 in. Where did I put the rest of those? Here they go. 9, 10. Oh, I was looking down there. That's why I gotta change that. Twist. If there's a villain on the streets or bridge, put this twist in a stack of Western States victories. Otherwise, if there is a villain in the sewers, put this twist in a stack of Eastern States victories. Evil wins when there are 3 Western victories or 3 Eastern victories. So I gotta keep track of that. Western victories and Eastern victories. Streets, bridge, sewers. So I gotta keep the streets and bridge clear sometimes. I want to make sure I get the right kind of victories at the right time so I last as long as possible. If I clear the entire city, I can avoid it. So, let's see if I can do that. Alright, villain deck is shuffled. In terms of casting, Yvonne Strahovski would be my pick. Her big role is Handmaid's Tale with Shell's own Dexter. I don't see her in anything personally, but I bet that's a good pick. The combination of Professor Magneto's psyches with super strength and a bunch of weapons should be easy to deal with, especially during the Civil War times, even though it's West and East here. Alright, that's the setup. You know the drill. Go look at it if you want. I don't have to look at it anymore because I have to play it now. Alright. Oh, I should get these bystanders shuffled into the bystander deck. That's important. We're not using any of the other Ant-Man and the Wasp cards right now, but the special bystanders definitely need to go in here. Okay, I have the horrors nearby because I will need to play them on a Master Strike. I need to change the Scheme Twist played to out of 10. I need to add the tracker for Eastern and Western States victories, and then we can go. Okay, who's not watching Daredevil Born Again? I'm not going to shame you or anything. I'm just curious as to why. Let's say if you have Disney Plus but you're not watching Daredevil. I think you should. I'm really enjoying it, especially the most recent episode. And then we got to do Western victories and Eastern victories. Western victories. What's interesting is you can kind of tell what they salvaged from the previous run, and by that I mean before they did their big overhaul, what plot points and footage they maintained. But still, it's really, really good. And Season 2 is going to be even better because it'll, you know, be done from the ground up. Okay. That's fair. Why is it out of 5? It should be out of 3 for those. And that one doesn't have anything. Yeah, if you can, definitely watch the original Daredevil if you haven't, because they did change things to reflect that this is the same universe, the same story as the original Daredevil. Apparently, what happened was Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, who play Daredevil and Kingpin, specifically went to Kevin Feige, and they're like, "We don't like the direction this is going, and here's some ideas." And he listened to them, and combined with all the other stuff going on, and the writer's strike at the time, or the actor's strike. I forget which strike was going on, but it was overhauled and changed, and for the better. Oh yeah, take your time with those then. The Netflix shows, they're wonderful. Every single one I liked. Even Iron Fist had its redeeming moments. Part of it, you know, it has a reputation it does, but I don't think it's because of the actors. It's because of the writing and the time they had to put that together. It was a bit rushed. But even parts of it I did enjoy. I liked that I watched it, at least. But everything else, for sure. If you're a Marvel fan, like most of you are here, you're going to have a good time with it. All right, let me get my starting hands ready, fill up the HQ, and play this thing already, because I'm taking way too long to fight Epic Onslaught, and I haven't even started yet. Yeah, and I liked where it was going, where Iron Fist was going at the end. And they fixed the character, I think, in the Defenders. That was my favorite version of Danny Rand we saw in that universe. It's like DC, but more Spider-Man, Dre. Yeah, my left hand's gonna be over there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 cards in my starting hand. I gotta remember that. Yeah, I got 5 cards. We're good. Because Epic Onslaught, regular Onslaught's gonna be. I told you I'm going to forget this multiple times during the game. I literally cannot do a stream like this unless at parts I go to autopilot. It's literally impossible. But the downside is that I forget special rules like that because my body isn't trained for that. So again, call me out if I do. No, Epic Onslaught will play a horror on a Master Strike. Every Master Strike will play a random horror. I mean, basically his hand size 1 less is a horror because there is a horror. I'll just knock the die on the floor. I'm just gonna I gotta cold turkey it and just remember that I'm gonna try. All right, starting HQ, let's go. Nightcrawlers blend into shadows. Oh, also, I'm getting some claritude here. I think I'll be okay. Second Nightcrawler. Perfect Hunter, Scarlet Spider. Mental Discipline, Emma Frost. And Sleeper Agent, Red Guardian. All right, I have the beginnings of a really good covert deck here. I'm hoping I can make that work. I really do. All right. Got my dice over here, got all that good stuff, and I'm gonna start this game because I can't stall anymore and I need to see how I do. Why can't I see that? I heard that. It didn't pop up. Did I like hide my alert box for some reason? Captain Metronica, thank you for 19 months of the Prime sub, says woo. I appreciate that. I heard it, but I didn't see it. That's so weird. There's always something that has to go wrong. All right. Here we go. Turn number 1, begin at this moment. My starting hand is a 3 and 2. It already feels completely wrong to just have 5 cards. It feels gross. I don't like it. But what are you going to do? Turn 1 gives us our turn 1 scheme twist, which is actually great. I'm happy to have a turn 1 scheme twist with this scheme. I'll read it again. If there's a villain on the streets or bridge, put this twist in a stack of Western States victories. Otherwise, if there's a villain in the sewers, put this twist in a stack of Eastern States victories. So because there are villains in neither place, nothing happens, and that one is a freebie for me. Some schemes you prefer to have early twists. If you have a scheme with extra twists in it, not extra, just a lot, more likely that'll happen. You guys did see the statistics I ran where I looked at every single video and told you the first card I played every turn. I play a very typical amount of scheme twists on turn 1. Just saying. I can show you the stats later if you want. Okay, so there's my 3 recruit. That's all I get to do something with. And I got 3 4 costs, but also 2 3 costs. Let me look at my right-hand side. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 recruit in this hand. So knowing that, I'm going to want to take one of these on that turn. So look at my options here. Where's my alert box? Thank you, Albino Bomber, for the Prime sub. That is 6 months for Albino Bomber, and I appreciate that. All right, so we got Emma Frost Mental Discipline, which is 1 recruit and draw a card. Can definitely help counter what Onslaught is doing. And then we got Sleeper Agent Red Guardian, who is 2 recruit and 1 recruit to send this undercover. When you fight a villain, you may unleash this card from undercover. So what I'm going to want to do with Red Guardian in this game is unleash them all at once and hit Epic Onslaught if I can afford to do that, because he's going to nerf my hand. Also, I could have just unleashed them one at a time when I just am short. There's plenty of card draw, some good teleport, some undercover, unleashing. All right, covert draw card. So I'm going to go with one of these 2. I think the right-hand side is going to have... I don't know what the next hand's going to be because it's only 5 cards. I'm going to start with the Mental Discipline Emma, and then right-hand side is going to start with one of these Nightcrawler covert cards, and we're going to go from there. All right, and there's another Emma Frost Psychic Link. All right, 5 cards. I only have to draw 5 cards. I'm only allowed to draw 5 cards for the next turn. All right, there's 4 recruit. All right, so maybe I'll take Perfect Hunter and do some fun stuff there. Yeah, this is a really good hero deck to take on Epic Onslaught with. And turn 2 is going to be Random, who's really rough. So Random has an ambush. He dominates the top card of the hero deck, which is going to be Emma's Rare. Cool. Well, at least he doesn't get +1 attack for the cost, so that's an easy way for me to get Diamond Form if I don't let it escape, which is actually pretty good. So let me do it this way. It's actually a good thing that I got Diamond Form that way. Each player reveals their hand and chooses one of their heroes of that same cost. Not going to happen. Random dominates those heroes, so he's only going to be 5 attack. If I can build up 5 attack pretty soon, I get myself Emma's Rare pretty early. By the way, here's what her Rare does. Whenever you defeat a villain or mastermind this turn, you get +3 recruit. That can help me recruit a lot of good stuff. So, I put him backwards. I really hope I get to do that. I'm really curious to see how Emma has changed for 2nd edition. Very curious. All right, 4 recruit here on the right-hand side. This is going to be my covert side. I have the makings of a full covert deck, and using Red Guardian, I think that's a really smart move, even though it's pretty simple. I'm going to start with Blend into Shadows Nightcrawler, so I can teleport. And we got Flip Out Scarlet Spider. I might throw an Emma and Scarlet Spider together to just keep drawing a lot of stuff, which sounds good to me. All right, this is another 3 recruit hand. So far, so something. I found the villain's base set this week at my local game store. Wow, how much was it? You have to share. That's incredible. Ravenous comes in with his ambush. Ravenous swaps places with an Annihilation Wave villain that isn't Weaponized Galactus. Oh no, I just remembered now that a Weaponized Galactus is in the setup. Escape each player, $120. Not bad for villains at all. Did you buy it? Each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. He's got momentum 3, which means he gets +3 attack if he moved this turn in the city. And he did. So I'm not going to hit him. I'm just going to give him 8. And I got 4 recruit here. So this was the side where I took the Emma draw a card. I'm tempted to take Perfect Hunter and wall crawl it. I could also take Blend into the Shadows, but I want to keep those all in the same place. Congrats, then. If he takes out the bridge and streets, West can't win. That is true. Hold on. Let me check the scheme one more time. If there's a villain on the streets or bridge, that's true. That means I have to keep the sewer clear. I don't know if that's going to be a way I want to purposefully go, but that would be interesting. Okay. So I think I want to take Perfect Hunter to get that 1 extra attack that Onslaught might take away from me from the 1-card nerf, and then go with other things. So I'm going to take this, and I will choose, since wall crawl is the choice, I will put it on top of my... should I put it on top of my deck? It doesn't hurt to do so. I draw a card, so I might as well. I'm thinking about... I just played the the kiln scheme for the draft league, so I keep trying to put these in the HQ face down. But it's the 5-card thing I gotta worry about. The cards like Perfect Hunter really help counter Onslaught, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully seeing some Henchmen, so I can go through my deck faster and have some KO. But so far, so good on me remembering the 5-card rule. But of course, there are horrors coming I have to be prepared for. Alright, turn 4. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? There's the Giants. That's what I was hoping for some reason. Oh yeah, so I can fight something for 3. Yeah, something's up about this trooper. I don't know. Needs a chocolate or something. Okay, ambush. Each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. So left-hand side is going to discard 2 agents and a trooper, and right-hand side only has 2 cards. So 1, 2, and I got to reshuffle for the 3rd since they happen at the same time. All right, and it's going to be the 3rd discard as another agent. All right, get to the stuff I recruited faster. And the fight effect is KO, which is useful. Ravenous keeps the momentum until he stops moving. I really want to fight random before he escapes, so I got to keep getting some attack. So I can get that rare. That's going to be a huge boon to my strategy, but I don't know if I can do that. All right, this is my covert side, so I think I do want to go with Sleeper Agent. I want to fully commit to this covert strategy, because if I do, it's really going to pay off for me. And so I'm going to recruit this for 3, but that means it's going to go undercover. And I'll have to unleash it later. I'm going to put it off to the side, and just as a little reminder, I'm going to put this up here to remind myself that I have a covert undercover. Whenever I fight a villain, I can do that. It won't stay 1 BP for long. Oh, and let's refill that spot. There's another Emma. Okay. Yeah, 5 attack is still a lot to get, so it might be a while. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's 3 attack. I could keep teleporting Nightcrawler to try to save him for random. That might be a decent strategy. I do get to draw a card, so there's a chance here. Turn 5 is our first Annihilation Armada. Good time to pull it, because the ambush is a henchman villain from your victory pile enters the city, and I haven't defeated any, so none do. But it does have 5 attack this turn because of that. So all the attack is correct here. Maybe I can fight Giants of Jotunheim this turn. We will see. So we've got Perfect Hunter, 1 attack. If I draw into attack, I can do so, and I did! Silver Fox saved me on the drums, along with Doormat's Rexy here. I have 3 total attack, and I can fight the Giants of Jotunheim. Thank goodness for that. If this was a typical Onslaught hand, I wouldn't be able to do that. Alright, let's fight the Giants. You may KO a Grey Hero from your discard pile. I have some. I'm going to get rid of my Shield Agent for my first KO. And we will take out the Giants, which means Ravenous probably won't have as momentum next turn, but it's not like I'm going to be able to do anything about that. My 3 recruit options. I could take Flip Out, which lets me draw because I have to, if I have Scarlet Spider. I got Bamf Nightcrawler with Recruit and Teleport, which is very tempting, even though I want attack. And then I got Mental Discipline, Emma Frost. I think I'm going to go with Emma because I want to just keep drawing. And I'll take Nightcrawler later. I'm going to go with that. Not a lot of... are there any? I know the Covert triggers are there. Are there any other super power class triggers besides Covert in the hero deck I got to think about? Hey, oh, Mesmerize Morbius, who needs that Blood Frenzy. He can go fit right into the Covert side very, very well. Oh man, Nightcrawler, Red Guardian, and Morbius are gonna clean up if I get that to work. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to count it out every time, or I will mess up. That's 4 recruit and a card draw. So maybe I can get the 5-cost Emma on that turn. Turn 6 is another Giants. So Ravenous loses the momentum. Annihilation Armada keeps it. And each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. Okay, so left-hand side has no deck. So it's a full reshuffle and discard. Spider has yellow superpower. Thank you, he's got Instinct. Aside from that, are there any? I don't think it's much besides Covert powers. Thank you for that reminder. There's no... if I get Scarlet Spider's rare, is there any hero in here that'll give me infinite? I don't think so. Nightcrawler has an instinct. That's right, he has the instinct covert trigger. So I guess the only other triggers are instinct, which is great. Okay, top 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, no non-graves get discarded. Other side has to do the same thing. Got a full shuffle to do. A lot of shuffling early on in the game. It's only turn 6. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. All right, we lost 3 grays as well. The first twist did fizzle. Second twist won't, because look at that. Okay, decision time. I can play my 3 recruit. My 3 attack will hit the giants. The right-hand side is not going to hit anything, so I probably should hit the giants so I can prevent random. Although, if I teleport Nightcrawler, what are the odds that I get 3 more attack in this hand? If I don't fight anything and I teleport Nightcrawler, I'm going to have a turn where I can't hit anything. And then the next turn will happen and I could have an escape. So rather than risking the escape right now, I'm going to play the attack for 3 and do a guaranteed hit on this Giants. Because at least I'll get some KO out of it too. So I can KO a Grey Hero for my discard. And the Grey Hero is going to be another agent. We'll save the troopers for later. And with my 3 recruit, I'm going to pick up the other covert I have here, which is Mesmerize. 2+ recruit, Moonlight, Blood Frenzy, gaining recruit instead of attack. That's cool. This one can ramp up real fast. Some real big numbers. And I can unleash, hold on, I can unleash Sleeper Agent if I want to. I can't forget. When you fight a villain, I can unleash it, which is covert draw card. I don't think it's the time yet. I'll wait. He's going to lie and wait for a little bit longer. It happens exactly 28% of the time, or 26% of the time. I have proven this with science. Okay, so I would have drawn 1 attack for my next turn, so I wouldn't have been able to hit random. Okay, turn 7. Speaking of Ravenous, there's more Ravenous. So he's going to swap places with another Annihilation Wave villain that isn't weaponized Galactus. So I'm going to swap him with the other Ravenous so nothing happens. So basically they switch places. They both have momentum now, and they're both at 8. They swapped. Just pretend they swapped. It's the same card. I'm not going to do it. I could swap it with the Armada, but the Armada didn't move this turn. So it has no momentum. We'll see if I can get 2 more attack this way. I don't think it's likely. Any wall crawling I can do? There is some wall crawling I can do. If I recruit Flip Out, but all it's going to do is give me 1 recruit because I don't have a Spider Friends. So let's just draw a card right now. It's going to be another attack. All right, that's 2 attack. Not enough to do anything, but I do have it. What does the right-hand side have as far as attack? Yeah, I might be in trouble with that escape. I really want to hit random to get Emma out of there. I don't think I can do anything about it. I'm at 4 recruit. So close, but nothing I can do with that 2 attack. I'm hoping for something that doesn't move the city. I'll even take a twist. Otherwise, I will have an escape. All right, well, for 4, I could take one of these covert cards, but I am going to be stubborn and try to stick to keeping those on the side that I expect, which is the other side. So we're going to take Flip Out and a Sidekick, maybe, if another one doesn't come up. And we'll wall crawl this, because I might get Spidey in, or Scarlet Spider. Perfect Hunter. Okay, I can't wall crawl that. That would have been great, because I could have recruited that and wall crawled it and drawn it with Emma. Well, I wouldn't have been able to, because I only have 3 recruit. Oh, I had 3 attack. I had 4 recruit and 3 attack. Anyway, I can't do that. It wouldn't have happened anyway. So I'm going to take a Sidekick. And our Sidekick is Layla Miller, who can give me some recruit, which is cool. Or some attack. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got Scarlet Spider. All right. Well, that's actually... that's 2 attack and 2 card draws. So if I can survive that long, we'll see. I don't know. Turn 8. Other Giants. All right. Not looking good to save Emma. Man, this is served up to me on a silver platter, and I couldn't do anything about it. That really hurts. I just couldn't get 5 attack. Even if I had teleported Nightcrawler. So I guess I'm glad I didn't. It's got to hope for a miracle for the next villain deck pull. We have Nightcrawler again, or we have... thank you for the ambush reminder. I do have to do the discard. So once again, I have no decks. It's going to take half an hour. So Emma is the one deck on my left-hand side. And then two more. Two, three. And then right-hand side is a full shuffle. So if I recruit Magnetic Shield, I can't unleash him at that moment. Unfortunately. So I'm going to discard... Ooh, no, I discard my two Nightcrawlers, because Morbius is kind of a Nightcrawler. Okay, that's unfortunate. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the Magnetic Shield, which is going to be recruited and then sent undercover, and I can unleash it when I play another covert hero. So when I defeat a villain or when I recruit another covert hero, I can do that. Alright, there's more Nightcrawler. Alright, time to see if that rare just up and walks away or not. Oh, now I have 3 attack. Not now, but next. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Alright, a Scheme Twist. I'll take it. In the hopes I can fight something this turn. Alright, so this is going to be this Villains on the Streets and the Bridge. This is a Western States victory. I will take it. So 1 Western victory. It's fine. At least it didn't push the city. I got 2 card draw chances. I need 1 attack to hit something. No momentum on anybody. Is there any wall crawling I can do? I can't, because I only have 2 recruits, and Perfect Hunter costs 4. So I'm going to start with my blind draw. Maybe I can do something interesting there. Okay. Perfect Hunter, 1 attack, card draw, into Emma. Okay. Okay. Let's play... Well, that's 4 recruit. Well, my 2 card draws are tied to my recruit, so I could recruit Perfect Hunter, but I can't draw into it anymore. Because after I play these, I'll draw 2 cards, and then I can recruit it. Maybe I'll get something else I can draw, if I'm lucky. I have another Mentalist put in there. It's in my discard pile, though. Alright. Let's go. 1 recruit and a card draw. Come on, give me some attack. I just need some attack. 1... Oh, wait. No, I haven't. I can do it. I missed counting my cards. No, I just drew an agent. Now I can do it. So, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 recruit. Now I can wall crawl and draw Perfect Hunter. And I can hit something. All right, great. So we're going to do exactly that. Spend the 4 recruit to pick up Perfect Hunter and wall crawl at the top of the deck for the sure thing. And... Cool. Now I got Death is Only a Ruse. I'll play the other Trooper. And now I'm going to play Flip Out, because I played Scarlet Spider. I get to 1 more recruit, and I draw a card, which is going to be Perfect Hunter, which just gives me enough attack to hit something. And then we play another Perfect Hunter. That's where I got the attack from. And now I got to draw a card. Any more wall crawling I can do? I always got to check. No, I just get to draw into another agent. It ends with 2 recruit. Okay, so I could hit the Annihilation Armada, which will be great to do before they get momentum. Or I can hit the Giants to KO a hero from my discard pile. I should probably hit the Armada while they have no momentum. So I will do that. And I bought myself just a slight smidgen of time. Let's get my 2 recruit into a sidekick here. And it's Darwin, who can give me some attack, which is good. By the skin of my teeth there, and all the card draw in the world. I bought myself a little bit of time. I have 3 attack here, so I'll hit the Giants on this turn. No unleashing, though, unless I get a lucky sidekick. 3, 4, 5. 5 cards left in my deck, so that makes it easy to not forget what to do. Alright, turn 10 is a bystander. Oh, thank goodness. I needed that time. I really did. Put the Giants there. Okay. I'm getting all the luck. I got 1, 2, 3 attack. So we're going to go ahead and hit the Giants there for 3. And rescue that bystander and KO a gray hero from my discard pile. Rescue that bystander. In my discard pile, I have the following. I'm going to just keep all my attack. Let's KO this agent. Hitting the deck more than I thought I would. And I have 2 recruit. So if I can unleash Sleeper Agent if I wanted to right now. They'll give me 4 total recruit. And I can get a Blended Shadows. Is that worth doing right now? It just very well might be. I wanted to wait until Onslaught stopped dominating, but he has been waiting, and I can't really wait around. If I unleash it now, though, I don't get to draw a card. I just get 4 recruit, and I can get Nightcrawler, which will help me clear the city. So I'm very tempted, and that will let me unleash Magnetic Shield, which will give me 4 total attack, almost hitting random. Yeah, so the process here: 4 recruit Blended Shadows, unleash Magnetic Shield, which gives me 4 total attack, but it's not enough to hit random, so I'm gonna wait on that. I should probably wait on this too. I'm gonna wait. That's his best move, is to wait. Let's get a sidekick for 2, and it's a standard sidekick, and that's a full shuffle for me. At least I know I can probably chain 1 unleash into another, and I can have at least 4 attack on that turn. Would really want to get Diamond Form out of there. I really hope. But I do want to keep Red Guardian in the victory pile as long as possible, because Onslaught cannot dominate Red Guardian while he's in there. One of the few places that you're safe from Epic Onslaught for good is there. Or Onslaught in general. 3, 4, 5. I mean, I have the hero deck going for me, which is nice, but that's about it. Turn 11. Another twist. All right. Now these twists are stacking up. I can't clear the bridge, so that's another Western victory. Now that's troubling for the reason of me losing the game if that keeps happening. And by keeps happening, 1 more time. So I must clear the streets and the bridge, which is going to be really hard to do. There's 7 more twists. The next twist I play without clearing those spaces is game over, so I'm at the mercy of the deck right now, which is not where I want to be. I got 3 recruit. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I've got Layla Miller, who I will play. Which 1 attack? I have to pick a team. Who's in my... let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shield. But I also have 2 Spider Friends, 3 Spider Friends, 1 X-Men, 2 X-Men. I'm gonna be optimistic and say Spider Friends. Give me some Spider Friends. And that's gonna be a full shuffle too. Let's see what I get. Top 2 cards of the deck. Emma and Darwin. Okay, 2 X teams that are not Spider Friends, but these are both going on the top of the deck. If I said one or the other, that would have been it, but not the case. Tube attack. Okay, well, I guess I will take Bamf out of the HQ for 3. And see if I can survive. Because right now, it doesn't look good. If I can just last 2 more turns, I can clear those spaces. This is going to be 3 attack and a card draw, and maybe I got even more card draws. Maybe I can make it. I will take Master Strikes over a Scheme Twist right now. Or Queens of Annihilation, whatever. Okay, I guess I get to find it if I lose in the next turn right now. Momentum 3, Ambush. Reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a villain. Play it, fight KO one of your heroes. Top card of the villain deck is a Master Strike. So that's going to hurt, but it's not going to end the game. The Master Strike, and it doesn't play an extra villain right now, so I'll take it. Just looking at the Mastermind real quick. Each player reveals their hand and chooses 2 of their non-gray heroes, and Onslaught's going to dominate both of those heroes from each and play a random horror. It's not good. Somehow better than losing the game immediately. But not by much. And I can't fight anything for 2 attack this turn. I can't recruit a covert hero, unfortunately. If I could, well, I can. If I am lucky and I recruit a sidekick. The only way I can potentially hit something this turn is if I recruit a covert hero. So I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to get a covert sidekick. If I succeed at this, I can unleash a couple of Red Guardian cards and do this correctly. Oh, just the first one. I can't fight anything. Well, I guess in reverse. Anyway, I want to unleash the other one. I won't get the covert trigger, so it'll give me 4 total attack. That won't even be enough to hit anything, so maybe I don't even want to do that. Magnetic Shield unleashes when you recruit another covert hero. That'll give me 4 total recruit, 2 total recruit, because I haven't played a covert. Plus my 2 is 4, and that is not enough to hit anything. The only way I can get Sleeper Agent is when I fight a villain. And I'm not going to do either, so I might as well not even try to do that. Plus, if I unleash them, it's more likely they're going to get taken, and I don't want that either. So I guess I'm just recruiting. I really wanted to keep this full covert, but Mental Discipline won't get in the way over here, so I will take it to move things along. And there's another Magnetic Shield. Okay. Who's getting dominated? Alright, cool. Both of my reds are in there, so Morbius and Nightcrawler getting dominated next turn. There's nothing I can do about it. Out of 5 cards. And also, 2 of these cards are getting dominated as well. So, let's just get it over with. Okay, so I lose my good Morbius and Nightcrawler. That's not good at all. On the right-hand side, they're going under Onslaught. Left-hand side, I got to pick 2 of these. I'm going to give him Darwin, and because he's temporary, and I guess I'll give him Mental Discipline. I'd rather have the attack right now. He's got 4 good cards, and they're probably going to get lost. And he goes up to 16 attack due to that maneuver. Let me move that until we can read it. Alright, then play a random horror. I hope it's a friendly horror. You'd hope there were some good things in here. Yeah, this game might be over super fast because I could not clear the bridge and streets. I got close. Actually, maybe I should give up Mental Discipline. No, they're not. I'm just joking. If I give up Mental Discipline, both Mental Disciplines, I can get a guaranteed 3 attack this turn and a card draw. I think I have to do this if I want to try to not lose. So we'll see. So Emma's gone. I'll draw and then decide whether or not I want to play Darwin. Alright, what horror am I going to get? Let me actually put it over here so we can see it as it's revealed. There's the horror. And the horror I got is Enraged Mastermind. The Mastermind has +2 attack. All things considered, it could have been a lot worse. But he was at 18, which is really, really not ideal. And I will leave this out over here up top to note. Remind me that the Mastermind has +2 attack. It could have been a lot worse. It really could have. Okay, so let's see if I can draw into some more attack and maybe hit something. I really hope I can. No wall crawling to do, so I draw into... Okay, that's 4 attack. It's still not enough to hit anything. But it's something. I got 1, 2. If I play Darwin right now, that's 3, 4 attack. And I can't hit anything. No momentum on the queens. Oh, I can hit the queens, actually. For 4. Is it worth using Darwin right now to do that? I mean, I might as well. I'll play Darwin. I'll get 2 attack. And I need to clear the left-hand side, but whatever. Because of the strike, they have no momentum. I do get to KO one of my heroes. Maybe I'll get lucky. I'm so sorry, Montax. It was Onslaught, not me. Better than being dominated by Onslaught. Okay, and that's the turn. Alright, this hand can almost hit 5 attack. The next twist loses the game unless I can clear... Oh, but this is my hand for turn 14. And there's Weaponized Galactus. Hey, welcome. I wasn't doing anything important. Let's move over to the sewers real quick. Okay, he swaps places with the leftmost villain. Okay, this is definitely a loss now, because now weaponized Galactus. Well, good thing. The good news is Random is prevented from escaping earlier. The bad news is, I lose on the twist that he's still there. Anyway, he's gonna swap. If he escapes, he destroys. Maybe I do have to let him destroy the city spaces at this rate. If he escapes, he destroys the leftmost space. If this destroys the last city space, evil wins. Otherwise, each player gains a wound. Then you shuffle weaponized Galactus back into the villain deck. Any villain from the destroyed city space escapes. New strategy: let Galactus escape. Maybe I shouldn't have fought anything. So here we go. Oh god. This is not going well for me. 3 recruit. I can't even get anything from the HQ. So let's take a chance on a sidekick. And it's gonna be Skids. I got a covert sidekick. Do I want to unleash Magnetic Shield? If I do, I will get 2 total attack, which won't do anything, so I won't unleash him. I could, though. Just always remember that I could. Alright. That's promising for attack. By some miracle, I might be okay. We will see. I don't know. I'm at the mercy of the villain deck. 4, 5. Oh, it didn't end well for that hand, did it? Desperate times, right? Turn 15. All right, Brainwashed Havoc comes in. Momentum. He's got Fight. Gain this as a hero. Escape, he becomes a hero dominated by the Mastermind. X-Gene Covert. Ranged, you get +2 attack. Let's see. I have some decisions to make. Let's begin with my 1 attack and card draw. I mean, this is one of the reasons I love this game. I could be fighting, you know, Red Skull's Killbots. But there's also this. Just saying, there's a lot of depth to this game that we all very much appreciate. Okay, that didn't do anything. Let's try again. 1 recruit and another card draw. And that didn't do anything. Well, I don't even have the chance to choose to fight something or not, because I can't. I got 3 attack, which isn't going anywhere. And I've got 2, 3, 4 recruit. This is not the covert side. But I do need to move things along, so I'm going to go ahead and take Blended into Shadows as my teleporting card over here. And that's all I'm going to do. Alright, come on, it's Morbin time! Alright, come on, Galactus. Blow up that bridge for me, will ya? I don't need it. Onslaught doesn't need it. Win 1 for the Eastern States. What is my life right now? How did I get to this point? New hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, turn 16. Here we go. Another Master Strike. I wanted to. Okay. Well, I mean, the good news here, the bad news is that all those heroes get KO'd. So goodbye, everybody. Good news is here, nothing gets dominated from the right-hand side. Left hand's gonna steal just Scarlet Spider. All things considered, not the hardest hitting Master Strike. However, another horror is played. Let's go. Alright, random horror, go. Let's see what this is. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Viral Infection. Put this in your discard pile. This is in your hand at the start of your turn. The player on your left gains this card, and the player on your right gains wound. Honestly, again, not the worst thing in the world, because I do have a lot of card draw. So I might have a good chance of drawing this during my turn. Right-hand side discard pile, not the left-hand side. Alright, let's see what I can do here. I got a standard sidekick. Let's draw 2. 1 and 2. Once again, 3 attacks not doing anything. But I sure generated it. By the way, Onslaught is at 12, 13, 15. He got a little weaker. But just a little. 3 attack and 3 recruit. Wait. How do I have 6 cards? Did I draw something when I wasn't paying attention, or did I not supposed to have 6 cards? There was probably a reason for that, and so much has been going on, I don't remember. Sidekick, thank you. Yeah, I completely forgot about the sidekick. There's a lot processing up here. I appreciate that. Get me back on track. Okay. Mentally, that was 7 weeks ago. 3 recruit. Yeah, nothing to get here. Well, if I do get a covert sidekick and I can unleash Onslaught... unleash Onslaught. Let's not do that. That's already happening. Unleash Magnetic Shield. It's 5 total attack, and I can hit something, but do I want to at this point? Let's see what happens. Sidekick. Nope, it's a standard, so I can't even do that. Alright, that's it. That's the turn. Come on, Galactus. Get out of the city. I do have skin, so I can at least avoid the wound. Alright. 3, 2, 1. That's it! That's it! All I wanted was Galactus to escape. And then I could have, well, not done enough. But that is the 3rd Western victory. Very anticlimactic. That is the end of the game, and evil wins. And you know the funny part about all of that? I don't think I won because of Onslaught. Sure, he nerfed my hand by 1 each time, but I've been doing a lot of card drawing. I think I lost because of the strong villains in the city and the twist that happened. Do I have time for a reshuffle? I've only been up an hour. I think the second one might end as soon as the first, so I think I do have a time for a rare reshuffle right now. Let's try this again, but I do have to give out points for that first game. But yeah, I'll give another shot. I'll speed through a little faster. We never got to recruit Morbin in time. It was sad all around. But there you go. Yeah, I feel like I lost to an Onslaught setup not because of Onslaught, and that's really sad. But it probably was because of him, because of that hand nerf. Alright, it was a lose. Not even a draw. I straight up just lost. Western victories. Had a blowout. Alright, let's try this again. Reset for take 2. Alright. I have a question for you. Let's say you go to your very favorite sandwich place. Sandwich place you love to go to. If you had to pick one sandwich place to go to for the rest of your life, this would be it. But you can only get one sandwich for the rest of your life at that sandwich place. But they're free for the rest of your life. One sandwich, favorite sandwich place, but say one. What sandwich do you go with? Give me your answers while I get reset here. Almost got that Emma Frost, but just couldn't get it. It's free. It's free for life. You can't put like money on the sandwich or anything. It has to be a real sandwich. What do you put on it? Let me hear it. Mine would probably be a turkey club without thinking about it too hard. I want to know what you have to say. Well, I reset. I really wanted that covert strategy to work, but I just didn't have the momentum, didn't have the time. The enemies had the momentum, literally. Meatball sub is solid. I respect that answer. That is a hearty sandwich, and I could definitely have one for the rest of my life. Well, not one, but you know what I mean. Alright, sidekicks back in. And I even lucked out on the horrors. The horrors, 2+... These didn't hurt me, really. I feel like I'm going to get much worse horrors this time around. Chicken salad on a lightly toasted croissant. That sounds pleasant. I don't know if that would be my pick for a forever sandwich, but I'd probably get used to it. If it's the place you like and it's a good chicken salad, I like that answer too. Because that can be hit or miss. But if it's hit, I get it. I totally get it. Broker Pants' question is: you have free sandwiches for life from your favorite sandwich place, but it has to be the same, only one sandwich for the rest of your life. Which one is it? From that place. Alright, hero deck. Villain deck. We got a bystander pulled out of the villain deck, so I gotta put a new one in. Surprise bystander. And then didn't even get to the tactics, so I don't have to do anything with that. Skids goes back. She was going to be very helpful. Emma Frost goes back into the hero deck. Bystander goes back. And we'll make for a quick reset. B, P, and J. What does the P stand for? CBR from a place that was next to LGS. I know what a Dagwood is. That with the works where you can divide it up. I like that. Is that Chicken Bacon Ranch Broken Pants? CBR. Love these picks, making me hungry. And let's get these shuffled up. The original chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A for me. Okay. What I do like about those is you can put stuff on it yourself. Okay, because I was going to say a B, P, and J. I want to know what that is. What would the P and a B, P, and J stand for? I guess it's the same thing in different order, but it sounds like it shouldn't be. Oh, somebody just voted for me to lose. Right? You shouldn't be shocked. All right, looks like we have a promo wheel to spin for somebody who bet against me and bet on Epic Onslaught, and I can't blame you. It's Avatar Issues spin, so we'll do that right after I reset everything before I play. Give the hero deck a hearty shuffle. All good answers. One of the things I like to do when I travel, and I don't travel much, is I like to visit a burger or sandwich place, a local place, because they're always so different. There's always that one thing that they do better than anybody else. And I love to find out what that is. I love that joke, Loki. I've heard that. One of my favorites. Reminds me of the several molecule science jokes there are out there. All right, this villain deck shuffle is crucial, so I'm really trying to make sure that all right, here we go. Just for good measure, after the shuffle, we're going to cut the deck. I did 17 turns. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Cutting the first 17 cards to the bottom. For 17 turns played in the last game. Let me get the other starters out here and here. All right. Game 2 begins in just a moment. Let me do a couple of housekeeping things. Let me switch to this side. Hide that, reset this, do all the fun things, and let's see. Let me make sure I deleted a promo that was already given out before I spin this, because I didn't update it yet. Okay. You did miss a whole game. I'm playing again, though, don't worry. Okay. Where's my wheel button? It's missing. Did I do it right? I did. All right, let me hide that so it's not on the... Okay. All right, Avatar, here's your spin. Hope you enjoy. Also, I hope it's not too loud. Let me just preemptively turn it down. It's an organized crime wave. There's a lot of those on this wheel. Do you want to take it, or do you want to... I almost want to say double it and give it to the next person, but I guess I could double it with this organized crime wave. Pass to the next person. I'll do it on Discord. Up to you. Thank you for playing. All right, back to this. All right, it's going to somebody else, but I'll make sure that they thank you for it. All right. New starting hands on the left. I guess we can do new predictions, because why not? Let's do another prediction. How's game 2 gonna go? I'm gonna put this one up for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Just 2. Okay, new prediction. Wanna go double on those points? Let's see what happens. Do I have a chance against Epic Onslaught this time around? Is it hopeless? I don't know. Left hand, right hand. Yeah, the warm-up game's done. I got the bad game out of the way. Should be good, right? I should be just fine. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I mean, there's more organized crime waves than anything else on there, so I'm not surprised. But they are going to somebody, so the numbers are going down. So your chances technically get better each time you do that. Got all my ancillary dice up here. I'm gonna need those for later. Bamlin, thank you for the Prime sub. 6 months. Have a great tournament to all that signed up. Yeah, I'll take this moment to remind you that the tournament is coming. So please, sign up if you want. There's 143 entrants signed up. You can go to tournament.bageltopgames.com and sign up. We got a lot of people playing. A lot of setups to play. It's going to be fun. I hope to see you there. Oh, I'll also mention that we've been rating heroes. I don't know where my where the thing is, but we've been rating heroes in the Discord. I just put out the first bunch of results from the first month of hero ratings. We got some really cool ratings, including how helpful everybody thinks the hero sets are, how versatile the hero sets are, how valuable the cards are for their cost, how much everybody likes the art, ranked list for everything, how much we compare the helpfulness of the hero set to the aggregate of the versatility and value for each card. Really cool stats in there. So go to the Discord in the tier list channel and check that out. We'll be continuing to rate heroes every day with updates every month. It's okay, you're not late to the party because the party is just starting because Onslaught is tired now. And I think I can win. I think. We'll see. All right, 5 cards per hand. Submissions closed. 5 say win, 4 say lose. An interesting split after seeing that last performance. This time will be different. I sure hope so. Okay. Here's my starting hand on the left. Let's get our HQ filled up and begin. Here we go. We're starting with Emma's Mental Discipline, Nightcrawler's Bamf, Nightcrawler's Blend into Shadows, Emma's Mental Discipline, and Emma's Psychic Link. I saw all those cards in the first game. And they're back. Not a bad HQ, though. We'll see how it fares for me. All right, here we go. New game. Last game I'm going to play tonight. Not got nowhere on me after this. Turn 1 begins. After that deck cut, let's see what we get. We start with... All right, second game with a twist at the beginning. Again, happy that I did this again. A little worried that it's going the exact same way so far. After that 17 card cut, that's what I got. So nothing happens because there's no villains in the city. Here we go. I've got 3 recruit and 2 attack. The number goes up a little bit, but hey, check my work. If you find an error, let me know. I'm gonna start with the Emma card draw really helped me out, but this time I'm going to change it up. I'm going to start with Nightcrawler's Bamf so I can maybe get a more expensive card earlier. So we'll see if that's going to help me out. Alright, and there's Scarlet Spider coming up. 3, 4, 5. The interesting thing about Onslaught is that he changes what your starting hands are going to be in the hands after that, so you just can't, you don't know what's going to happen. Another 3 and 2. Turn 2 gives us Queens of Annihilation. Once again, if the top card of the deck is a villain, I play it. Yep, second game. And it is a villain, so we're going to chain this. Top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, play it. Wow. It's not. It's a twist. Okay. Well, that's not great because I know I'm going to have an Eastern States victory. But that might not be the worst thing in the world because if something gets here, I can make a Western State and that'll buy me a little time. But I just had 2 villains come into the city on turn 2, so I don't know if you can consider that a better game. And they're both at 7 attack. But at least I know the twist is coming. Okay. Let's go with more card draw because card draw is great and we all love it. And there's not much better I can get. Let me just put it this way, Captain Metroidica. I don't feel like Epic Onslaught is the reason that I lost against Epic Onslaught. So you can imagine how the game went. Okay. Alright, here's the twist. There it is. So because there's a villain on the sewers and not the bridge or streets, that's going to be my first Eastern States victory of the stream, by the way. So there you go, but no momentum. Not like I can fight them. I do have 4 recruit. So I guess left-hand side is going to be that covert side I was talking about And I'll have some instinct there to go with, I could wall crawl Perfect Hunter, though, so I can hit something early. But, I did take... I guess I could... Either side could be that side. You know what? Yes, that was a... That was a... that was a strong consideration that I might just want to let Galactus do his thing. Let's just load up on Teleport. Nightcrawler is great. I'm going to see if that works out for me. Okay, Red Guardian. All right. Maybe I'll get him to do something this time. But again, he's in the HQ with no other covert heroes around. Would really have preferred to see Morbius early on. He's a very strong hero set, but of course to fight Morbius or to use him, I have to have villains in my victory pile, and I'm not really getting that much at all. Turn 4. Havoc comes in. He doesn't do anything yet. You gain him as a hero if you fight him. Good for range stuff. I'm abridging this game as my second game. I'll go over villains that didn't appear in the first game, more specifically. But otherwise, we're going to move forward. I guess I'm getting another Emma Frost because there's nothing else I can get from the HQ, so there we go. And there's Sting of the Spider, a really fun card. 5 attack. Whenever you put a card on top of your deck this turn, you may draw that card. There is an infinite I can get in this setup, and that involves Yo-Yo from the Officer deck, which will give me infinite recruit. I don't think there's anything else that'll let me do that in this setup, and that'll require me to fish to the Officer deck, and I'll probably never get her. But it's possible. Boom Boom 2, thank you. Which is more likely because I'm probably going to get more sidekicks. And that'll give me infinite attack, which is even better. If I get Boom Boom, I'm doing everything I can to get Sting of the Spider because that'll win me the game. Lockjaw wouldn't work because you're swapping the top card of the deck with Lockjaw, not putting it on top of the deck. It is a technicality, but it is an important one. Alright, there's 4 recruit. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, by the way. Correct me if I'm not. Alright. Turn 5 is the Giants of Jotunheim. Each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck. Left-hand side is going to discard Agent, Trooper, Giraffes. Right-hand side is going to discard Trooper, Agent, Trooper. Well, I have enough attack to hit something. I probably should. They have momentum, but you know what? They're going to lose in a second. Let's fight. Can't really waste any time on that. 3 attack and 3 recruit. Let's hit the Giants and KO a gray hero from my discard pile. It's going to be this Agent. And with my 3 recruit, I can't get anything, so let's see if I can fish for Boom Boom. Phasing rules says swap and it's only 1 trigger. That's what I thought. Alright. It's a standard. I think there's 2 copies of her in the sidekick deck. So we'll see. We shall see. No more momentum for you, at least not now. Turn 6. A Scheme Twist. Okay. The good news is there's a villain in the streets, so it won't be my second Eastern victory. It'll be my first Western victory. But I don't like having one at all in either category. And I can't fight anything for a while. Left-hand side, I just need 4 attack to clear, but it might be a while. Let's see what I can get here. Give me some attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other side, the left-hand side is what I'm building with Covert, so I'm going to go with... Right? Is that what I decided? I did. So I'm going to go with Perfect Hunter and Wall Crawl it, because maybe, just maybe, I'll get some more attack this way. And I go, okay, this is a great card. Insatiable Craving Morbius. I really, really want to recruit this. 2 attack plus Blood Frenzy. I have to defeat villains to get there. But 1 Blood Frenzy, if you don't know, is 1 attack for each different VP value of cards in your victory pile. So Red Guardian will count as 1 VP, being undercover. If I don't have any bystanders or any hero I send undercover, plus the other values I've got. The Dark Descendants kind of slow that down a little bit, but the Annihilation Wave will help with that. Yeah, it's not like that at all. No. 3, 4, 5. All right, a decent hand. Okay, chance I can get 4 attack there. Turn 7 is Random, who's going to dominate. Leap from above, a great card, actually. And then each player reveals their hand and chooses one of the heroes with the same cost. I don't have any 6 costs yet. So, luckily, Random's only at 5. Should be this way. Let's see if I can steal a card from him properly this time. Or at all. So, I've got 4 recruit here. I could get a 4 recruit, or I could teleport and try to get something better later. With the really good cards I have out here, including Insatiable Craving and Sting of the Spider, I'm going to teleport Bamf. I do have to build my attack, so I'm gonna keep fishing for attack from the sidekicks while I teleport. He could be stolen by Onslaught any moment, but I can't really wait around. So teleporting that, so I don't only have 2 recruit total. So let me go ahead and play that to get a sidekick, and it's Skids. There will be wounds going out. So I teleported it. 1 and a reshuffle. I might just have to let escapes happen so some weaker stuff gets pushed, but Havoc is hard to beat. Random is rough as well. So now I got a 6-card hand on my left-hand side, like normal. Well, I only draw 5 to get there. 3, 4, 5. Wow, this is a really good hand. If I decide to play both of these, that's 6 recruit. And I can probably get Sting of the Spider this turn. If I don't, I'll get Morbius or something. But I like this hand, although a Master Strike will ruin it all, and I'm guessing one is looming. Turn number 8 is... Yep, what did I tell you? I had that feeling. Alright. Well, so much for any of that. I gotta keep my attack, so both Emmas are gone. Left-hand side, I gotta give up Skids. I gotta keep all my attacks, so I gotta give up Bamf. I gotta do it. So he dominates all 4, which really hurts me once again. And then it's random horror time. Let's see what happens. At least I get to draw a card. Alright. Where are you? There? Okay. It's so dark I can't even see that it's on. Alright. Whatever this horror is, it is so. And it is Maniacal Mastermind. The Mastermind is +1. Alright, another good one. All things considered. So Onslaught is at 12, 16, 17. The only part I'm getting lucky on in these setups are the horrors. Let's see what I get. 1 card draw on the right-hand side gives me an agent. Well, that's just enough for a sidekick. Yeah, that would be the best one to get because that doesn't do anything. I'll get a sidekick and hope that this side doesn't get boom boom, but we'll see what happens. Red Wing. Okay. New shuffle. I'll take Master Strikes all day instead of Scheme Twist. Because some of the hands will be all gray. But boy, does that slow down my stuff. If I gotta load up on Sidekick so I have something to give to Onslaught that's not permanent heroes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I got Red Wing at least. Like I was saying, noble sacrifices. Turn 9 is Fatale, who we didn't see in the last game. Fight, KO one of your heroes, and Escape. The Mastermind dominates the top card of the hero deck. So unfortunately, the queens are back to 7 due to momentum. So I can't hit anything unless I get 2 more attack from this sidekick draw. We'll see what happens. Let's play the sidekick. No wall crawling I can do here. So 1 and 2. That is not going to do it. So nothing to hit. I'm going to have an escape. But I'm fine with escapes right now. I'm just trying to lock in and win here. First game I was trying to avoid escapes, and now I'm not. I don't care. So because I can't hit anything, that's an easy teleport for this Nightcrawler. With 3 recruit, I can't take anything else, so another sidekick. And it's Rock Slide, who actually might be useful. Shattering could go a long way here. And that's the turn. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only 4 attack, even though I teleported because of the shortened hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did that correctly. Okay. I'm not getting much progress here. Turn 10. Another scheme twist. That is going to be a Western victory, and I might lose even faster than last time. I think what's been killing me both games is honestly the lack of Henchmen appearances. They are just not appearing. If they showed up, I could have hit a few by now. Well, let's see what Red Wing can do. Top 3 cards in my deck. Can I wall crawl first? No, I can't afford it. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, whatever will I choose? This one on the left. Red Wing goes away. I got 4 recruit. So I can wall crawl for next turn. So I should have some attack coming up. So let's do that. Let's see if that works out for me. Put it on top of my deck. Here's my new hand. 1, 2. By the way, no momentum, but they'll get it back. Okay, that's 2 attack and 2 card draws. So that's a big fat maybe. Turn 11 is... Okay, I asked for Henchmen and I got him. That's fine. It's all good. I don't care about the escapes. So the queens are going to escape. That's going to refresh the HQ. It's all good. So they're going to run off. I got to figure out who to KO for that. It's going to be a 4 or 5 cost. I think it might have to be Emma. Although this is probably going to be a double card draw, so it's actually pretty good. The shield is very good if I can get it out there, and then so is it. I don't know what to KO. These are all very good. I think it's going to have to be one of the commons. Probably Insatiable Craving because there's 2 of them, and this does take some time to work because I don't have much in my victory pile, so I think I'm going to KO one of them. Unfortunately. And then we got a Nightcrawler. Speaking of Nightcrawler, we got to do the ambush, though, now. Discard the top 3 cards of my deck on each side. So left hand's got 1, 2, and a reshuffle. Not a lot left in the deck because of the dominates and the KO. 3. Oh, poor Rock Slide. Other side has 3 cards to discard, and it's going to be 3 Graves. All right. Momentum. That's important, because otherwise I would fight it, but I can't. I gotta clear these spaces or I lose, but that's not gonna happen. So option A, I get 4 attack, I fight the giants. Option B is I don't fight anything, and I let lower attack enemies go this way. If I do fight the giants, that's gonna weaken the queens on the next villain play, but I might not get enough attack to hit him. Havoc is hard to hit. He's at 6. But I might be able to shatter him even though I just discarded Rock Slide. So I think what I do is I teleport Nightcrawler. I let the queens escape. Because that'll start pushing things out. Because otherwise I'm not hitting stuff. That's what I'm going to do. Teleporting Nightcrawler, doing strategic KOs. And strategic teleports. Play my 3 recruit. I won't fight anything. And I will get a sidekick once again. It's going to be a standard sidekick. Let's see what happens. I'm playing a desperate game because I am desperate. 2 more. 5, 6, because I have the teleported card. Wow, that's still only a 3 attack. How delightful. Alright, turn 12. What do we got? We got a Ravenous. So, what do we also have? We have the queens escaping once again. It's fine. Let it happen. And this time I will KO a Blend into Shadows, because I'll be optimistic. Okay, there's Morbius for 3. Okay, so we got Ravenous coming in. And here we go. Swaps places with a Annihilation Wave villain that isn't Weaponized Galactus. There aren't any, so he stays right where he is. He's rough with this scheme. That's actually really, really bad. So is a Weaponized Galactus. This is a rough combo all around. Let's see if I can get enough attack to clear random, or I'll leave him there because of what I said earlier. Okay, 1 attack and checking for a wall crawl. Nope, draw a card. All right, that's gonna be 1 and 2. I'm gonna reshuffle, so I might as well play my recruit first. 1, 2, 3. I need attack, but so I could wall crawl. I could draw right now, hope for a recruit, and get magnetic shield, or this is my discard pile. So there's only a 1 in 3 chance I draw an agent. So I'm probably gonna draw a trooper. So for that, by that logic, I could draw whatever this is. So I'm gonna recruit Mesmerize, replace it, then play a Perfect Hunter for 1 more attack, and shuffle that up and draw. Yeah, I'm not even worried about the horrors right now. I'm just trying not to lose to this game again. There's the makings of a really fun setup here, but I just can't control the scheme with what's going on in the city. All right. All right, I don't know what this is. It's a shield agent. 1 recruit left. That's kind of what I expected. So that's it. Nothing else to do this turn. Right? Yep, I got 2 attack. Recruited already, that's it. All right, here's my new hand. Look at this. The Giant's Ambush discard is 1 at a time, so if you need to reshuffle in between, you need to include the cards already discarded to the ambush. Oh, thank you for that. I would have never got that correct. I was doing it like hyperspeed, I guess. I will do that going forward, and I'll put in the special rules for clarification. I haven't fought them in a while. Okay, 4, 5. Okay. Why do I have 7 cards now? I think I drew 1 extra. Because I teleported Nightcrawler, but the last one wouldn't have got in there unless something made me draw a card, and I don't think anything did, so I probably just got an extra. Alright. Correct me if I did that incorrectly, though. Alright, turn 13 is the Giants. Well, that's fine. I'm pushing weaker stuff here, but that's not going to help me. If a red Guardian hero is undercover, would it be 1 VP value or 0? Anything undercover is worth 1 VP. Anything. A hero, a wound, whatever. So it's worth 1. So let's, No, you're not escaping. You're escaping. Havoc's escaping. First. And we're gonna KO more friends. This time it's gonna be a magnetic shield. I want to get... I can get a 5 cost this turn. But it still probably wouldn't be that. Another sleeper agent. Yes. You are 100% right. I've talked about that before, and I completely forgot how it worked. So let me do it correctly right now to demonstrate. Okay. Oh, he does have an escape. That's why he's right there. He's waiting for me. He goes under the Mastermind. So let's just power up Onslaught, because we need that. Insult to injury. At least doesn't count as an escape at the end of the game. Okay, so let me discard the top 3 cards of my deck. Would there be any scenario where there would be a 0 PP value? If it was sent undercover, it's 1 VP. Yes, you can have enemies in the victory pile that are 0 VP value. If you fight a villain that's gainable that has no printed VP, and you choose to cancel that fight effect with an effect like Apocalyptic Kitty Pride, it'll be in your victory pile worth 0 VP. I believe I'm correct on that. 2, 3. I had no other cards in my, I had plenty of cards in my deck. This is a bad turn to do that example, because I don't have any reshuffles needed. So I lost the Scarlet Spider. Oh, okay. If this is an early ending stream after playing 2 games, it'll be something. Well, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I couldn't even get the random rescue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. This is my covert side. At least I was trying. We got Insatiable Craving with his 2 attack and Blood Frenzy. I do have 1 henchman in there. So I'm going to take it and hope I have time to make it work. Oh, there's Red Guardian's Rare, which is very good. Who cares about Scheme Twist being played or third covert hero being played? Yeah, you're not doing anything, so you're getting teleported again, Nightcrawler. This is a good hand. This hand can hit a villain because of Rock Slide and stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to survive this long. I very easily might not. Turn 14. Ravenous comes in. Alright, so let's go back to our escape. So, random escapes, he just takes Scarlet Spider with him. That's all that happens. And we gotta do another sacrifice. It's gonna be Sleeper Agent. Although, I got 4 recruit this turn, not 5. Maybe I should keep it to cheapen the HQ a little. No, I think I'm good. Is this... I should KO this. Is this game easy to get? It depends. The majority of the set's expansions are available, but all of the biggest sets, except for the core, some of the core sets are not available. So it depends on what you're trying to get, what you're looking for. Unless that's not what you were asking. In which case, apologies. Alright, let's swap places with the other Ravenous. So these are going to swap places. And that means they both get momentum. Alright, I got weaker stuff in the Bridge and Streets. We want to start with this game. Well, right now I'm playing a randomized game of a bunch of different sets mixed together. So if you have not played Legendary before, I recommend picking up either the original core set or the What If most recent core set. I would recommend What If, especially if you've seen the Disney Plus show. Yeah. Have you seen the What If, the Disney Plus show? If that's the case, absolutely get What If. Even if you haven't seen it, I would still recommend it, but you know, you won't get the references and stuff, and that's a little tougher for some folks. Well, let's play what I got. I got, is it Moonlight? It's not Moonlight. I don't have any villains in my victory pile, so this just fails on multiple levels, so. 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. But yeah, you won't regret it. This game is great. That's why I'm putting up with this really difficult setup. Imagine coming across What If, or imagine coming across Legendary for the first time, and this is the first game you see. I don't even know what I would think. Okay, well, this is not the side I expected to get, right? Yeah, this is not the covert side I was expecting, but it's the covert side I deserve. So let's go ahead and pick up Red Guardian, which actually means he's going undercover. I lost my undercover button. There it is. Okay. There we are. He can be unleashed as soon as I recruit my second covert hero. And yeah, not fighting anything over there either. Hey, my other side has a 1 VP, so I have 2 VP, thank you very much. That's a full shuffle. Okay. Let's see what happens. Full shuffle time. 3, 4, 5. Nope, yes, that's what it looked like. Alright, moving over. This hand can do something. We'll see if I survive. And I do survive. Alright. Oh, man, I can actually clear the Bridge and Streets this turn. Whew, that's good. I need to do that. But first we have an escape. The Mastermind dominates the top card of the hero deck. What's the order? I haven't done this in a while. So I think it's the KO first and then the escape effect. So yeah, read the chat. There's some good stuff in there for newcomers. I keep having to KO Red Guardian. I don't want to do it, but I have to keep doing it. All right, and now the Mastermind dominates the top part of the hero deck, and it's Bamf gets dominated, so he's up to 19. That's gross. Okay, more giants come into the sewers, and each player discards the top 3 cards of the deck. So left-hand side, that's going to be a full shuffle. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 agents. I'll take it. Other side, it's also going to be. I got the full deck, so 1, 2, 3. 3 grays. Okay, not so bad. So now, let's see how much attack I can get before I play a Rock Slide. Starting with Sidekick, 1 and 2. All right, so that's going to give me 1, 2, 3. So what I probably should do, I probably should Shatter Ravenous and hit him for 4. I probably should do that. And then all I gotta do is hit the giants on the left-hand side and hope nothing pushes the city. But, you know, I don't have much choice here. So I'll play my 3 attack. I will play a Rock Slide and Shatter Ravenous down to 4. From 8. And I'll play Nightcrawler. And I will hit Ravenous, who has no fight effect, so it just cost me all that just to take him out there. It's another VP value, though. I do have 2 recruits, so come on. Boom, boom. Hey, there she is! Alright. If I can survive long enough to get Sting of the Spider, I've won the game, but I don't think that's going to happen, you guys. It's a long shot. But we'll see. Would be a great way to take out Epic Onslaught. But all it's going to take is 1 scheme twist, and the game is over. And I won't be able to even do that. So let's see what happens. It's definitely a Hail Mary. Turn 16, here we go. Havoc, okay. Alright, come on, come on, come on. 1 attack and a card draw. Wait, any wall crawling I can do? No. Alright, that's 3 attack. I can hit a giants. So we'll see if I get lucky there. I'm just checking Red Guardian. When I recruit another covert hero, I can unleash him. I can do that. And that'll give me 1, 2, 3, 5 attack. Let me just double check. Man, I'll be short. I'll be short to hit both giants this turn. I really wish I could do that. If I had a covert played, I could, but I can't. So let's just do what I can and hope for the best. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Although I do have Sleeper Agent. Hold on. If I recruit Sleeper Agent, I fight the giants, I could unleash Sleeper Agent. And that'll unleash Magnetic Shield. Yeah, okay, let me back that up. So, strategy. I recruit Sleeper Agent for 3. Goes undercover. When I apply to villain, I can unleash it. I fight the giants, which is the villain fought, and I'll unleash Sleeper Agent, which will... I'm going backwards here. Let me go back up. So, recruit Sleeper Agent, goes undercover, which will unleash Magnetic Shield. I don't have to play it yet, it's in my hand. Then, I fight the villain, unleash this, play that, get the covert played, and then that's going to take care of both spaces here. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I think this will work. Alright. We're going to go ahead and recruit Sleeper Agent, which means we are going to... Oh, you should have seen the last game. This goes undercover. Come on, Red Guardian. Save me here. Okay. Now I'll spend 3 attack to fight the giants on the bridge. And I got to KO a gray card from my discard pile, which is going to be this Shield Agent. And because I defeated an enemy, a villain specifically, I can unleash Sleeper Agent, which means it goes into my hand. And I'll play it for 2 recruit. I'm at 5 recruit. And then I can unleash Magnetic Shield, Oh, sorry, I did that backwards. When I recruit a Sleeper Agent, that's when I unleash Magnetic Shield. Then I fight the villain. Then, thank you, I already recruited him at 2. And then, this is very complicated, give me a sec. Then I unleash Sleeper Agent. And then I want to play Sleeper Agent first so I can get the covert for the 2 recruit. And then I want to play a Magnetic Shield for 2 attack. And I played Sleeper Agent so I get 2 more attack. And that will be enough to hit these giants, just in case the next card is a twist. I can clear and set the scene for an Eastern States victory. I can KO another hero from my discard pile. There's going to be another Shield Agent. Oh, that was a lot. But alright, so I'm safe if a twist comes up next. And left-hand side's got some power, too. I have 6 attack coming up, so I can... oh, man, I still can't hit Ravenous. He's at 8. That really hurts. He's going to be pushed. Huh. So, hold on. If I hit this Giants instead, if the next card is a twist, I lose. Let me go back. Let me go back a second. So, just in case. There was a Giants here. If I hit that one, I'm guaranteed safe from the next twist. If I hit this one over here, I'm not guaranteed safe from the next twist, but I am guaranteed Ravenous goes back down to 5, which means I can hit him. If I play it out this way and the next card is not a twist, he's getting pushed to the streets, and he's going to be hard to hit, and I might lose that way. So do I take the gamble now? If that next card is not a twist, this will put me in a much better situation. If I do this right now, him being there is going to be really hard to take care of, and I'll probably lose anyway. Yeah, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, thanks to Blood Frenzy. Still not enough to hit him with momentum. Alright, I think I have to back up. I think I have to say I took the other Giants out instead. That will leave me unsafe if it's a twist. But if it's not a twist, do it have... Can I clear both spaces? That's the thing. 5, 6, 7, 8. What did I say I would get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's still only 7 attack, and I'll be vulnerable here. Then I have to rely on the card after that not being a twist. Okay, back to this plan. I just really don't want Ravenous in there. There's not a great option for me here. I wish I had just 1 more victory point value. No wall crawling. That's only 7. Man, this is rough. At the end of the day, I think I would still rather have a Giants there than Ravenous there. Because it looks like no matter what I do, there's going to be a villain on the streets after turn 17. So I think I am going to do this. And I hope I don't regret it. Okay. Right hand's going to get a sidekick for the end of the turn. And it's a covert sidekick, and that's good. Alright, let's see if I made a huge mistake. Alright, turn 17. I could lose right here. It's a Giants. That's good. No momentum here. But still not great, because I'm going to have something in the streets. Unless I decide to do something different. Top 3 cards of each side get discarded. I lose Boom Boom on that side, and... Okay, here's where I have to do it right. So I discard a Trooper, and then I have to shuffle back up, and then discard 2 more. That's what I've been doing wrong this stream this whole time. Oh, man. Nerve-wracking. Doesn't even cover it. Okay, and I discard 2 more. It's going to be Hairball and a Shield Agent. Alright, so generating all the attack I can, I get, and I need to do that, 2, 3, 4. I wish I could, like, cheese it by doing 3 attack first, hitting something and getting enough Blood Frenzy to get to 5. But I already have a Giants give me 1 VP. My victory pile, by the way, is the Giants and Ravenous, so that's 4 VP, 1 VP. So I need a different VP value to get to more Blood Frenzy, and it's not going to happen. So playing all this, I get 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's it. Which means I can't fight both Ravenous and the Giants. But I should probably fight Ravenous because all I have to do is be lucky enough to not pull a twist next turn, and then maybe I'll get enough attack to hit the Giants, but... yeah, if I hit the Streets and Sewers, that would prevent Ravenous from getting momentum for one more turn and prevent me from losing to a twist. Right-hand side is not going to be able to hit anything, though, so on the turn after that, Ravenous is going to go back up to 8. But that does give me maximum turns of safety. It would give me 2 KOs as well. However, that turn 18, turn 19 will probably push Ravenous into the Streets. And then I could pull a twist. But I could pull a twist before that, so that might be my safest move to actually clear both of those spaces. So I don't think teleporting Nightcrawler and getting 5 attack is going to help me either. I could do that. I could do that and teleport to try to hit the Giants in 2 turns, but that is more time in between, so... okay. And that on a twist, if a turn 18 was a twist, that would mean no victories at all, which would be great. So I'm gonna keep going with this. I will do that. I will hit both Giants of Jotunheim. So hopefully that'll work. I'll KO 1 shield agent. That's down to 4, and now we're down to 1 because we're gonna hit the other one. And KO another gray hero from my discard pile. I don't have to, but I will keep doing it. I'll get rid of a trooper. Alright. I'm actually hoping for a twist next turn. I got 2 recruit. Another sidekick for me. And it's another rock slide. He can be very useful here against Ravenous. Come on, give me a twist next turn. I could really use it. Alright, moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Never been happier to see a twist. Oh, man. Alright. Amazing. I mean, there's still plenty of twists, but that does buy me a turn. So there's no villains on the streets, bridge, or sewers. So nothing happens. Wow. I didn't think that would work. So any clever wall crawling I can do? No. So I'm going to have to try to have a good draw here. 1 attack. Give me something good, please. All right. I'll take it. Keep going. Keep going. No whammies. I got a whammy, but that's okay. I got 3 attack. Can't hit anything. Left-hand side is not going to hit anything either, which is also not great. If I can just get twist after twist after twist, that would be great, please. Right now. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. And then Morbius is Moonlight Blood Frenzy. It is odd, odd, even, even, odd. It is Moonlight. I only have 1 VP value in my victory pile. So I'll play it, and it'll give me 6 total recruit. That's great and all. I can take Psychic Link, which is a great card. I did have to give up the Emma Frost card, so not as useful as it could be. But I'll take it. It's 3 attack, and I can do potentially multiple card draws. Alright, there's a wall crawl draw card. Alright, I bought myself some time. Let's see what I can do with it. Alright, this is 4 attack. Might be good for something. Left-hand side's not good for much, though. Turn 19. As a Giants. Okay. Alright, fine. So that's going to be a discard of the Giraffes, then a full reshuffle, which means none of these go in the shuffle, and that's not bad, even though I do have to discard 2 more from here. What's in my deck, anyway? Not a lot. There's not a lot in there. Kind of slim pickings. I would take a twist on this next turn, too, for an Eastern victory, over waiting 2 turns to do it. Because Ravenous is going to get his momentum back. I think there was a movie about that. Alright. 1. How many discards did I do already? I think I did 1. Did I do 1 discard or no discards? I think I was 1, but correct me if I'm wrong. So I discard these 2. Thank you. All right, I did it right. It's that time of night where I start to get delirious, so bear with me. All right, we're definitely taking mental discipline. I could wall crawl flip out, but I'm not going to draw anything. Oh no, I can't peek at this because there's 5 out of 6 cards. Did right hand not do it yet? I guess not, so let's do it. 1, 2, and a full shuffle. What did I just say about getting delirious? I told you. Oh, I was about to say we must have hit the 2-hour mark, and we did. That explains that. Okay, so now my only discard is Shield Agent. After that shuffle. All right. I'm going to take the guaranteed card draw versus the conditional one, even though I could wall crawl that. More Red Guardian. Okay, this hand can clean up. So I would take anything except for a villain. Anything. A Master Strike will really, really hurt, though, so I kind of secretly hope it's not that either, but we'll see. Oh, of course. I had to say it. I had to say it. But that's fine. At least I can clear something. I'll take that. So, Master Strike time. So I have to lose Red Guardian, and I have to lose... I'm going to lose Rock Slide, and if I keep... Insatiable Craving is a better card, so I'm going to keep this so I can hit a Giant. Anyway, I got to KO the existing ones. Alright, first, goodbye everybody. So long. Yeah, I forgot he can't read my mind. It's the Professor X half, right? So he's got 3 heroes there now. And now I play a random horror. Everybody's favorite part. But at least I can hit the giants, which is good. And hopefully after that I get his twist. That's the cardinal rule I keep forgetting. Why is my mat tripping out over here? No one's gonna say anything. Oh, because my weight, which is actually the stream deck, fell off of it. Okay, random horror time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Surprise assault. Oh, that's fun. Play 2 cards in the villain deck. You know what? Don't mind if I do. I wanted to go to bed anyway. Here we go. 1, random. And he dominates the top card of the hero deck. Morbius. Each player dominates a hero that costs 4. Luckily, Onslaught already took my 4 costs, so you get nothing. So much for that progress. And momentum's back, and the second card played in the villain deck is a Master Strike. Let it ride, keep it going. All right, here we go. KO all those heroes. Goodbye. Get out of there. We love Epic Onslaught. KO all those. Now I definitely lose Morbius. And right hand side has nothing to give. And now we gotta play another horror. Let's keep chaining it. Let's keep going. Come on, more strikes. Let me have it. Again, if this is your first time watching Legendary, please don't get the wrong idea. Maybe this is the right idea, I don't know. Whatever this horror is, here we go. It is the Mastermind one, Shadow of the Disciple. This horror ascends to become a new 9-attack Master Plan Mastermind worth 5 VP. It gains the ability Master Strike. Each player reveals a tech hero or gains a wound. So, let's bring another Mastermind into this game. I never get to use this, so enjoy. There it is. So we're at double Mastermind efficiency here. There we go. And I'm left with this wonderful hand. So I just have to pray for no twist, because for 2 turns at least. Emphasis on the bear. All right. Let's get a sidekick and cry a little bit. Lockjaw. Five. Okay, moving over. Nothing to see here. Here's my hand. Here we go. Turn 21. Oh! Okay, let's play more stuff. They are ambushes. Reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a villain. How much am I going to speed this up? Alright, top card of the villain deck. A giant. Alright, well at least Ravenous did what he wanted to do and he escaped. Good for you. Good for him. You did it. I'm proud of you. So each player reveals a strength hero or gains a wound. That's funny. Let me do this in the correct order. First the KO. So we're getting rid of Flip Out. Then the escape effect, which is each player gains a wound because I don't have any strength cards. Those are not wounds, those are bystanders. Why are there wounds in the bystander? Oh, because I flipped the order around because that's just what I want to do. What did I do here? Where are my wounds? Here they are. 2 standard wounds. 1 and 2. If only this was skids instead of hairball. Okay. You may be right. Somebody's gonna win this, though. There's the makings in the hero deck for a winning game. You just have to not have it destroyed by Onslaught and everything else. And then we've got... Yeah, I've got it. I have the Mastermind gets +1, so now the Master Plan does get +1. It's over here. Let me put those counters on both of them. So the Dominated is only 1, so Onslaught's only at a measly 14. But the Horror is at 10 instead of 9. Compounded by horrors upon horrors. And the Giants come in, so more discards. 1 and a reshuffle. And it's wild because I have an infinite. I have infinite making fun of me right here. Just out of my reach. I can't get it. So easy recruit lock too with all the dominates. 2, 3. She keeps getting discarded too. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, back to my hand where I can't do anything. Hello. I am an agent. I'm a trooper. We're gonna go over here and end the turn. And there's the wound I just got, thanks to the quick reshuffle. You got momentum, but I don't care. Alright, let's just see how long I have to suffer through this. Wolfsbane. Maybe a little more. What are you doing here? At least there's no momentum anymore. Thank you. I told you I was gonna forget. What was the last card I drew? I hope it was Kyla. Alright. Let's see. Maybe I can get some attack here. Let's start drawing some cards. Hairball. Agent, I think. That's what I thought. Alright. 1 attack and draw. It's a trooper. Let's go with perfect. Oh, by the way, I get to draw a card with a sleeper agent because cats are covert, if you don't know. 2 recruit and a draw. Alright, maybe I can actually do something this turn. We'll play Psychic Link. Up to 4 attack. Each player may reveal another X. I should actually wait until I draw with Perfect Hunter just in case. So let me play Perfect Hunter first. 2 attack and draw. Not X-Men. So I'll just play Emma right now. Up to 5. Does the left side have Emma? Left side has Emma, so left side draws a card. Right side does not. And a 3rd recruit, a 4th recruit, a 6th attack, and Mesmerize, which is going to be 2 recruit, and we are in odd, odd, even, odd. I still have 1 enemy in my victory pile. So before I play Mesmerize, I'm going to see if I can fight something. I'm at 4. So I could fight Havoc, just to get him out of there. I'll gain him as a hero. Doesn't help Morbius. I could let Havoc get pushed out and not fight anything. But I don't really want to waste this. I could fight Random to get 1 more VP and Morbius. But if I don't clear the streets and the bridge, I'm in trouble. I can only hit one. If I hit Havoc, if it's a twist, I lose. If it's a villain, random gets pushed over and I get closer to losing anyway. But that's only 8 attack. So I'm not really sure what to hit here. I can hit both the giants again. Left-hand side is not going to hit anything. So I think... I don't know, man. I think I have to hit Havoc. And then hope that enough villains push these ones down that I'll be okay. So let's go ahead and hit Havoc for 6. And that means I gain him as a hero. And play Mesmerize for just 1, 2, plus Moonlight. Blood Frenzy, give me 1 more. But 7. Okay, well... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's accurate. I could take Sting of the Spider. Boom Boom's on the wrong side. I could take 2 Red Guardians, though. I could do this. I could unleash one. I could recruit Sleeper Agent. Hold on. If I back up, I can do this slightly differently. Hold on. Let me put the 6 attack back. If I do this, I can unleash and do some things, right? So... if I recruit both Red Guardians, I recruit Sleeper Agent. No, I have to recruit Magnetic Shield first. I have to recruit them both for 7. And then once I recruit Sleeper Agent, I can unleash Magnetic Shield. Once I fight Havoc, I can unleash Sleeper Agent. I'll get 4 attack, which is enough to fight the Giants. And then I'll be safe from the twist. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. So backing up just slightly, we got to take... the shield first for 4. And send it under cover, actually. Come on, Red Guardian, save me. Alright. Now I have to recruit Sleeper Agent for 3. Send him under cover. Which will allow me to unleash the Magnetic Shield right away, because I recruit another Covert hero. And now I'm going to fight Havoc and gain him as a hero, and because I fought a villain, I can unleash Sleeper Agent. So now, it doesn't matter the order, because, well actually, if I do play Sleeper Agent though, nope, I have to draw a card. And that'll make these miss the shuffle. I don't want that to happen, so I'm not even going to play Sleeper Agent. I'm just going to play the Magnetic Shield, and that'll help with the fight effect. So no more attack, except for 4 now, because I played Mesmerize. I'm at 4. So, if I hit the Giants, I'm safe from a twist next turn. But then random gets pushed over. If I hit the Queens of Annihilation, I'll hit them without momentum. I probably have to hit the Giants. Left-hand side is going to maybe draw into 1 attack, but it's not going to be enough to do anything, really. The villain deck has... how many cards left? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards left. So that means 5 of them are twists. There's like a 1 in 3 chance that a twist comes up next. So I'm going to be nervous if that happens. So let me play this out. I fight the Giants. Next card is a twist. I'm safe, except it does make a victory there. If I fight the Queens and it's not a twist, then if it's a twist the turn after, I'm still in trouble. I have to fight the Giants. I have to prepare for a twist next turn. So let's do it. Let's take him out for 3. And KO a Grave from my discard pile. Alright. I don't know, where am I putting that? Alright. And I have to hope for a twist next turn. Or something. I could play Sleeper Agent, but I don't want these to miss the shuffle, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. If it's a twist next turn, I'll be safe. It'll get Eastern States victory, which is still not great. Better than a Western, because that'll lose. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's at least 3 attack and a card draw. All right, let's see what happens here. This hand's not doing anything, really. Turn 23. A bystander. Okay, all right. That's good. Buys me some time, even though this turn is still kind of a waste. So the right-hand side can fight those giants on the next turn. We'll see if that'll be enough. I just have to clear the sewers, so we'll see. Okay, 1 recruit and a card draw. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, this wound prevented me from getting the infinite. Oh, that's so frustrating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wound. So close to getting Sting of the Spider and winning the game. That would be the best way to win the game, but so close, so close. Okay, I'm okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Do I take Swashbuckler? I have range cards. I only have range cards. Everything else got stolen, so that's not going to be much except for 3 attack. I'm not going to rest. I should take something. I need to take as much attack as I can get. It's still 3 attack. I'm going to take it. I need it. I need that 3 attack desperately. Okay, there's Morbius. All right. Man, I really want that Sting of the Spider. I need some recruit over here. Maybe I should have taken Bamf. If I can get that Sting of the Spider, that wins the game for me. I can't get over that. That'll win the game immediately, I think, unless the tactics are gonna. No, the tactics are gonna dominate stuff, so that won't even do enough. No, they'll be played. I forget how the tactics work. Will he steal heroes that I've played already? But also, if I keep drawing and putting Boom Boom on top of the deck and drawing, she can get dominated too, so maybe not. Maybe it's not an easy answer. Well, there she is. Okay. I'm gonna have to use her, though, because I don't have enough attack. Alright, turn 24. What you got for me? Here we go. Okay, there's the twist. So, not good, not great, not the worst. So that is an Eastern States victory. But I don't lose the game just yet. Alright. Let's see what I can do. Let's maximize my card draws here. So I do have a wall crawl opportunity I gotta look out for. So we have Moonlight Blood Frenzy, gaining recruit instead of attack. We are still in Moonlight, thank goodness. So I will get 1 additional recruit. And let's play Red Guardian. Well, I can recruit Perfect Hunter and draw a card with Red Guardian to get it after the wall crawl. I do have enough attack to hit the Giants right now. Well, once I play Psychic Link, that is. But if I draw Perfect Hunter, that'll be a 4th attack. Which won't go in. I have to hit the Giants this turn. So I think I just do a blind draw, actually, and recruit something that's more expensive, because I'm going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can get Sting of the Spider here if I want to. I might get Guardian's Rare if I draw into a recruit. So that's a better decision. Let's go 2 more recruit and draw a card with Sleeper Agent. Oh, I get nothing! I have to take a second because that really hurt, but at least I can get an Insatiable Craving. Alright, Psychic Link time. No discard pile, by the way, for the Henchmen, but I will get I got Wolfsbane. That's cool. Left-hand side has an X-Force, not an X-Men, so nobody draws anything. And I forgot what Pepper did. If the bank is empty and if the rooftops are empty. So no. She won't give me any recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7 recruit. I could get Sting of the Spider. Which will make me a little sad because I need it on the side that Boom Boom's on to make that work. So I think I'm going to take Blood Frenzy, Insatiable Craving. But 5 attack is 5 attack. Oh, what do I do? The other deck is thinned better in addition to that. I'm gonna take Insatiable Craving in the sidekick. I'm going with my gut on this one, which is do that. No, this is What If Pepper. But yeah, you're thinking of yes, you're thinking of phase 1. Why did I put that there? Okay. But easy, it's the same name. Alright, 2 recruit left. Let's get a sidekick. And it's a standard. And let's hit the giants, so if a twist comes in, I'll be safe from that. I might have to sacrifice Boom Boom, though, to clear more spaces. We'll see. So we're going to have to hit for 3. If I'm going to sacrifice Boom Boom anyway, I might as well get the... No, that's fine. I already did it. So we'll take out the giants. You may KO a hero from your... I only have for Gray Heroes as a sidekick, so I'm not going to do that. And we gain Wolfsbane. I do have plenty of printed attack. Kind of, sort of. So maybe that's good. And Pepper Potts gives me nothing because Bank is not empty and Rooftop. She patrols, basically. But I'll take it. Okay. Well, I'm safe from the next twist if it happens next. Alright, I have decent enough attack coming up over there. Let's see what happens, folks. Turn 25 is a Master Strike. Alright. Mr. Steal My Stuff. He's stealing my 2 sidekicks, but unfortunately he's taking Boom Boom. Which hurts. He's also taking Lockjaw, which also hurts. And he's nerfing the next 2 turns, so that doesn't look great. Although if I get 2 twists, that'll be fantastic. Anyway. So Morbius is getting KO'd. And then steal my dog over here. Alright, bye Boom Boom. Almost infinite. Bye Lockjaw. Never would have worked with him. If I fight him, I can get him back. but that's a tall order. Okay, and now random horror time. If I win this game to a draw, I will take it. That is how dire this is. I will consider that a thrilling victory if I win to a draw. Alright, whatever this horror is, it's happening. No going back now. It is Endless Hatred. Whenever I complete a scheme twist, also play the Mastermind's Master Strike ability. And I thought with 4 out of 5 strikes played, I was safe. But at least there's only 4 more twists left. So now even a whiff twist is bad. Yeah, I hope I become John Wick. That'll make me win the game, but maybe not with what just happened there. Well, triple ouch. Mastermind's at 15 attack. And I gotta do the master plan as well, which is each player reveals a tech hero or gains a wound. And that'll happen every twist now. So everybody gets a wound. And that's just gonna keep on happening. I did something weird with my wounds, but here we go. If I can get an enraging wound, that'll be cool, but I'm just gonna get a ton of wounds now with no way to cancel them. I will still take twists. I will still prefer twists happen right now. Give me all the wounds, take all my heroes, whatever. As long as I can survive the twists and draw the game. Okay, 2 attack and 2 recruit. Funny. Sidekick time. That's a wound. What is happening with my decks? I must have shuffled them all in wrong. Alright, I gotta fix those later. I got Throg anyway, so that's cool. When you're pulling a wound from the sidekick deck, you know the game has gone off the rails. 1. a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. Hello. Hello, recruit. I might have one of the best scoring games in this. All right, turn 26. All right, cool. I'll take it. I will take it. Honestly, fantastic. So that's a whiff on the twist, but now I have to do the Master Strike ability, even though it's not an actual strike. So back to the Mastermind. KO all heroes dominated, so much for those sidekicks. Sometimes sidekicks are moods, yes. Alright. So take Emma Frost. I have nothing else good for you. You already nerfed me too hard. If you wanted to know how you play this many horrors in a game, this is how. I do. I do have to do both. When it says the Mastermind and it's not a choice by me, it's all of them. Just like with the Mastermind has +1 attack. Yep. I gotta play this horror first and then I can gain a wound from the no having tech. Alright, new horror. Here we go. Pain upon pain. Whenever you play a Master Strike, complete a Master Strike, play another card from... Okay. This does not count the first horror because playing a Master Strike means playing the card. And this Hatred specifically says play the Mastermind's Master Strike ability. So this is only on physical cards, so that's only going to happen one more time. Still not great, though. And I do have to do the Master Plan. Each player reveals a tech or gains a wound. There's no tech, so wounds are going out. 1 and 2 wounds. There we go. I'm just going to have all wounds soon. All right. I think that was all the old business. Oh, we're going to have a debate about this? This is... Yes, but a Master Strike is a card. Complete a Master Strike. Otherwise, you'd have to play a card for each Master Strike ability you play when there's multiple Masterminds, and that is not the intention. If enough people disagree with that, let me know. I've heard about the Mastermind? Yeah. If something says to do something with the Mastermind, and it's the player ability, you get to choose which Mastermind. If it's an enemy ability, and it says the Mastermind gets +1 attack, they all get +1 attack. Because, yeah, otherwise this would just chain over and over, and you play all the strikes and twists at once. And that, it would never stop. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, if it would, not this one, Pain Upon Pain. There's another horror that would do that. Anyway, moving forward, I got 2 recruit. So I can, whoa, what's happening here? At least get a sidekick. And the sidekick is Ms. Lion. Okay. Am I surviving? I'm surviving. Kind of, sort of. Probably not for long. Turn 27. Fatale. Alright, well, she comes in and is there. The next twist will kill me. I got 3 twists left. I got 4 recruit. We'll see if I can survive long enough to take care of business here. Probably not. This might be the end. Let's get ourselves Perfect Hunter and wall crawl it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 attack. I just gotta hope those scheme twists are buried, but knowing me, I'll probably draw one next turn and that'll be the end of it and put me out of my misery. 5 and almost did 6, but I didn't because Onslaught. Here we go, turn 28, 3, 2, 1, Master Strike. Just as I got some non-grays, this happens again. All right, and now I got to do all the stuff, one thing at a time. I can choose which Master Strike effect to do, so I'm actually going to pick Master Plan first. Each player is going to gain a wound. There's not even any tech. Is there even any tech in this setup? I don't even think there is. So 1 and 2 wounds go out. Now we'll do Onslaught's effect. KO Emma Frost here. And now I got to give up 2 non-grays on each side. Did I even draw a new hand on the left-hand side? I did. I just put it in the wrong place. So I lose Swashbuckler and Perfect Hunter, which is really bad. Okay. And then... Okay. What do I give up here? I gotta keep my attack, so... I wish I can keep both coverts, but I can't. I gotta give up Scarlet Spider, and I gotta give up, Sleeper Agent, I guess. Oh, this is such a hard choice every time. Alright. So now I gotta do the Horror. And I got more stuff to do as well. Alright. The Horror is The Apprentice Rises. Oh, cool, we get to throw in another random Mastermind at the very end of the game. With one tactic, just to laugh at me. Alright. Bring out the Randomizer. Alright, let's, it could be any Mastermind. I'm gonna make a new dummy setup. Whatever Mastermind it is, it'll be that Mastermind. Okay. Here we go. If it couldn't get any worse. It's the Hydra High Council coming in. Let me delete that setup. Hydra High Councils are coming in. So let me go get them. You know, I didn't expect to be doing a Chaos Mode stream tonight, but you never know what you're going to face in the Randomizer. And who is the unable to adapt Mastermind that's coming in? No, one tactic. These are tactics, so they only get one. And it's going to be Viper coming in. Her Master Strike is if there's any Hydra villains in the city, each player gains a wound and adapt, but she can't adapt. I mean, you say that like it's a relief with all the stuff that's going on here. So, and she gets +1 attack, so she's also at 10 attack. I'm refusing to zoom out. I don't need to zoom out, but I do have to do Pain Upon Pain, because whenever you complete a Master Strike, play another card from the villain deck. So I gotta do that now, and that could just lose the game for me after all that effort with bringing a whole nother Mastermind into the game. Alright, back to the villain deck. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's Nemesis. Ambush. Each player reveals their hand and chooses one of their non-gray heroes. Nemesis dominates. Everybody's just being stolen. Just everyone. Everyone's just being stolen. So, Magnetic Shield is gone. Dominated. I am left with scraps. There is nothing left. It is a wasteland out here. Ugh. I really wanted to draw this, but it's not going to happen. This is an absolute nightmare. It is a nightmare. I have nothing to do with these two. So I think that's all the stuff I got to do, and that's my whole turn. I got to put attack on the Mastermind. He's at +4, +5, +1 more, so he's at 17 attack. If somebody wins this. 1, 2, 3. This is pain. This is pain incarnate in the game of Legendary. I mean, the fact that I'm still having somewhat fun with it is a testament to the game, but still. Wow. And the wounds are only gonna show up fast and furious here. Another hand where I can't do anything. Alright, turn 29. Ending my misery? No! Not yet! It's dragging me along here. So we got discards. Discards galore. Here we go. Left-hand side, 1, 2, 3. Right-hand side, 1, 2, and 3. I've lost all my good cards. I think most of my non-grays are gone. They're just gone. Okay, well, I guess I'm resting the wound away because I'm such a huge strategist, and that was a calculated 4D chess move to just let myself do that, so. That's what you come here for, the big moves. 3, 4, 5. Move it over. It's just watching the game go by at this point. Turn 30, what do we got? There we go. Putting me out of my misery. That is going to be... This is somehow even worse than the first game. That's going to be my third Western victory. And evil has won again. And boy. By how. I ended the game with 3 Masterminds, 5 horrors out. No, there must be more horrors than that. 6. There's one in a deck. No, that was last game. Where's the other horror? It's probably over here somewhere. Anyway. Wow, incredible. Incredible game. But not in the good way. Not in the good way at all. May the living tribunal have mercy on your souls for playing this week. There's your points. Enjoy them. All right. I have a tournament coming up next week, and I hope you all play. I promise you I will not give you Epic Onslaught. I won't do that to you. How many heroes left in my decks? I can show you. I should count my VP too, because I gotta... I'm not giving this. It's not a randomized tournament. Alright. This is my... Oh, that was my right-hand side. Someone's spinning the wheel to my misery. Here we go. This is my deck on the left-hand side. It's all Graves and Throg. And the right-hand side had some good stuff still in there. I had a Red Guardian, I had an Emma and Morbius. But still, a lot of junk in there. Alright. Let me count my VP because I do have to put my results in, and if this was a better game... Was this a better game? I had many more escapes. But, and more VP, kind of, sort of, not really. But I lasted longer, and this game was wild, so I'm going to enter this one anyway. So left-hand side had 4, 5, 6, 7 VP. And right-hand side had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A whopping 12 VP. Who wants to calculate that points per turn with 30 turns? I also had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 escapes. 5 escapes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 VP. And I didn't win. So there you go. That was something. Alright, you guys. I really do hope you try this, so you can see. I had a Scarlet Spider in the escape pile. Eventually I got control. Maybe a bronze. My turn count is going to be pretty good, because turn count, the longer your turn count, the higher your turn count, the better it is if you don't win. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. Alright. Have fun with this. 0.4 points per turn. I will take it. I'm going to hold my head high and say I did that. All right. I hope to see you guys next week for the tournament. Monday is the deadline. Sign up by then. I will have stats on ownership. We'll get that going. It's going to be fun. I'm going to go sleep this off. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. And by that I mean probably wait until tomorrow to play this. All right. You take care, everybody.